Erik Frankhouse presents played this card, they will need these.
Oh! The sword of color.
Erik Frankhouse presents played this card.
So, hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I don't know how this is gonna go. I feel like I've said that a lot during Breachers. In all 12 episodes, I think I've started by saying, I have no idea how this is gonna go. And I stand by it for episode 12, Secret, Secret Death. I know the audience knows the name of the full title, but the ad did not say it on it. So, welcome to the season finale of Breachers, everybody. No guests tonight. Just the same 3 people running down the hall from an 80-foot tall, angry dryad who lost her hand due to these very Breachers as they stole their identities from Astrolane Breachers, forced their way into the kingdom of ETHUANTIA, and somehow are fucking heroes after killing a queen. Look, if Pixar saw this, I would be in so much trouble because I just twisted every fairy tale story ever written. They did something totally different. With that, everybody, let's dive into the craziness of being chased by an 80-foot tall angry dryad that has taken over a caretaker avatar for Verdantic's body. Fuck, I don't know anymore. It's gonna get bad. Well, hey guys.
Woo!
I want to start by saying we are leaving a lit area. Who's got the light? Who's lighting a torch so I can start our timer?
I need both my hands. Oh wait.
Yeah,
shoot,
no,
you're
I shot. I don't think I had light with me.
Well, darkness for you two now.
Oh,
The only light right now would be coming from his sword, consuming in like this vortex of meat and sinew and bone with that like crunchy slurp noise at the end. The king is running forward, holding on to you as the angry, raging dryad stands up behind you, coming after. And I just want to remind you, it's your fault she's this angry.
No, he's dead. The reason why she's angry, that guy's dead.
You were all there.
I wasn't there. I didn't do it. Not this guy.
You may notice that Adam and
Different
Diana's
guy.
Doctor.
audio is very good tonight. I am dialing in their loudness.
figured it out.
We figured it the fuck out. We know what it is now. I'm a little worried about the party. So, with that said, I think the best thing to do is start by rolling initiative for a brand new session. Remember, initiatives last through the entire episode. Unless something special happens, you change it up, you get smart, whatever it may be. I want to remind you, at the end of the show, please ask me the stat block that I am using for the Dryad, because you're going to yell at me immediately.
I rolled a natural 20.
Did you really? What's that give you a total of? Remember, it's your dexterity bonus unless you got anything special. Oh, hey, here's a good question. Hold on, let's go to our cards. Let's make sure. Let's make sure we're giving everybody as many bonuses as we can during this show.
Yes, please.
So this is BSD, Breaches in Shadowdark. We probably want, is it Swift? Or Quickness we want? I'm assuming everybody wants to move faster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yeah, so we got quick. Quicker is a plus 10 movement speed. So let's give everybody that green card for this round. We'll do from the bottom up for this one. We'll do some Stardrew, Nessie, Stardrew, and Nessie back to back. So you guys all have plus 10 to your movement this turn to stay ahead of this creature through the halls. And then we'll get our initiative. What is your total, Diana, with that 20?
21.
Okay, has anyone beat a 21 here before I roll?
Do not.
All right, 21. That is Millicent. I'm going to have the audience roll a d20 for me. I am enraged. I get advantage, so I'll need 2d20 for my initiative.
Can we do our breacher points too?
Absolutely. You can roll your own this week.
Yes. No!
Fuck. Me too. I rolled a 1.
Reminder, for those who are in secret time, you got to learn about Valraven's wonderful new curse. Valraven, you get to carry an extra breacher point, so you automatically start with 1.
Great.
And then you get a d4. You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I have 2.
Oh, man.
I all rolled a 1
That
breacher.
sucks.
So I get 2d20 with advantage. The first d20 was a 1. I will not be taking that one, but unfortunately, they only got me a 6.
Nice.
Guys. Why? Why would you do this to me? Well, let me get our lovely new horrifying raging queen, or raging druid.
No.
I'm gonna add her. Yep. I'm gonna show the audience. I'm gonna send her to the journal for you all.
No.
And I'm gonna pull her up for our initiative just so I can have her on the screen here with you. And then I'm gonna show the audience what she looks like as well. Let's switch over to a little bit better area to see this stuff. That's cute.
Yeah.
There we go. Is Adam's like running around trying to find something? Oh yeah, she got little horns. She is missing her hand. It is spouting green. I don't know if it's energy or essence. It's hard to tell from the distance because you are 200 foot closest people at the back of the party, or Millicent and the king. I rolled for the king. The king got a 16. Are either one of you above a 16?
I am.
What do you two got? Adam?
19.
19? Valraven?
19.
Valraven. And what's your new character's name?
His name's Liam.
Liam. Thou shall not be remembered. Check. Because everyone only cares about the chef.
This is true.
16 is the king. And then they got me a 6. I get a +3, so I have a 9 for the Raging Dryad.
No.
Well, I'm going to roll for the environmental effects that are here. Okay. Environmental effects go on a 7. That means we start at the top of the table. Millicent, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna start shooting my bow.
Start shooting your bow. Okay. It's pitch black.
Fuck.
Besides the light that the sword is emanating, and he is almost 100 foot ahead of you. According to our math last time, he is 90 feet ahead of you.
Is she glowing?
Yeah, but she's 200 foot behind you.
Oh, that bow's not gonna reach.
What's your bow distance?
I do not have that distance. I was never given it. I don't think so.
Yes, I have. You've asked me this
Really?
last episode. Yeah.
It's far.
Yeah, it's far.
So
If you look up bows, long bows, they can shoot basically almost like a line of sight, but that's the distance on them. But yeah, bow is long. Far distance, right here. Longbow, far is your range. Far, for the intents of distance, is within sight.
I thought I was looking.
The game goes close to 5 foot, near is 30, far is within sight. But it is a disadvantage because you are in the dark.
I mean, I can't. The problem is, if I do a torch, I can't hold it while holding my bow.
You are in a cradle. You could talk to the king.
Can I? My king, am I able to have you hold a torch for me while I shoot this dryad?
On his action, he will give you a torch you can light out of one of his fingers. You'd have to light it though. He can't grow it right now.
Because I have one torch left.
Oh, if you want to use one of yours, yeah, you could cradle it in the carriage. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
Stick it in like a holding between the webbing and the hand. Yeah, absolutely.
So that would be my turn. I will light a torch.
We will start a torch. We're not in pitch blackness next to you. That takes us to Valraven or Liam. I think we'll start with Liam because Valraven is finishing his consumption of his royal dish.
Yeah. See, how far would I be from Valraven? Because I know he was a little bit ahead of me. Like, what's the distance between
It was
us
double
and then-
close. So
Double
60
close,
foot.
okay.
And it's
Okay,
across
and
the
then-
gap. Remember, you were like running along tops on the second floor, slid down. So you're about 60 foot from him, and you are in darkness.
Right. And then how far away from us are the king and
90 foot.
Okay.
So for you, 100 on an angle, by about 100 foot, but you can't see them very well because you're shooting through an opening and they're in a closed part of the hallway.
Gotcha.
So if you're running down the hall, the next of all, Raven, there's like this open space that views out into more of the gardened area, and you kind of slid down in there. We're shooting through a window. The king and her would have cover. You wouldn't be able to see them without getting to where Raven is.
Okay, but they are still a little bit behind us then, right?
90 foot. You hear something running down the hall and something louder behind that.
Okay. So I am curious really quick because this is something new.
Okay. But the range is far on your bow, just so you know.
Yeah, right. I just want to say how I was reading on making for herbalism, making a remedy. Essentially, would that just be my turn to make something like that, and then I can take it?
Is there a time frame on it? And do you have the goods is really what it comes down to.
It says make an intelligence check to prepare a remedy you choose. If you fail, you can't make it again until you rest unused remedies that expire in 3 rounds.
Then that's saying that you have the components on you just to make it, and then on failure, you basically would scrounge new pieces to make it, unless it's a special remedy. If it's just on your table, it's just a roll, and if you do it, it's your action.
Okay.
Unless it has like a downtime action or 10 minutes, because some things do have times on them.
Okay. The one thing I wanted to try was I want to see because I know the druid is coming towards us. Is any of her foliage or anything kind of like reached up this way into the tunnel at all?
Thank you for asking such a horribly great question. I was ready for this question.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So around you, it does start to light up in small, little, close 5-foot sections as eyes begin to open up on trees and growth in the area.
Great. Awesome.
And green fog is kind of coming up from the floor below you.
Below me?
Yeah, so there's like an ambient low light, but it's not great.
Okay. I want to try to take this opportunity. If I could reach out, pluck some of the feathers on there, I want to try to make a Fodbane herbal remedy, if I could.
Oh, okay.
Because what that does is that'll give me, and I'm using it for, I'm trying to use leaves from her because it gives me advantage on attacks and damage against one creature type that I choose.
Oh.
1d6 rounds.
Well, let's see what you get here, because you need a what did you say?
So each of these, they all have their own DC. It's an intelligence check, so I have a DC of a 13 that I have to beat in order.
And what's
to
your
be able to
bonus?
Make this. My bonus. Where's my character sheet? He currently, I get a +2 to my intelligence right now.
Would you like a smarter card?
Yes, I would, please.
All right, smarter it is. We'll use Serving Hand Smarter. We only have 4 smarter cards left after this. We have been burning through cards this season.
Yeah, we have. Okay, so he reaches down, makes like a little salve in like his hand, and takes some of like the leaves and kind of crushes them into his finger. Let's see if it'll work. I get a +2. That is a 13 on the die, +2 for 15. So that means I can make it. And it's like a paste as well too. He pulls his mask down, and again, even just the glowing with that ominous light and everything, he looks really gross and really creepy in the light. Just
you ain't pretty.
And not at all. And he just reaches up with that sound and he just like puts it inside of his gums and everything, and he kind of swallows it down. I'll roll a d6 to see how many rounds I got. Ooh, max 6 rounds. I have advantage on attack and damage rolls for 6 rounds against, I'm going to say, Druid Fae creature.
Druid Fae. Well, I would say you don't know what she is other than a druid, so I would say against her probably makes the most sense. Sure. Otherwise, you're making things that don't exist.
Yeah, okay, true. All right, I'll take it. Yeah, so essentially what I know of her.
Okay.
And that'll be, so I make that. I would guess because I need to take the time to make it and everything, that would be my entire turn right there.
So we never gave you never redid Flawless. It's still the same token. Did we make you a token? Isn't that what we did last time?
We did. I sent you a picture.
Yeah, we never redid Flawless. Yep.
We didn't.
Here you go.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
Already fixed. There you go. So for those who don't remember this ugly mug, let's go back to the party. I was like
ugly.
looking for it. It is not great. It's pretty hideous. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want this scene. Bats, cover me up, please.
Bats.
It's this ugly individual. God, you're hideous.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was a choice?
I looked up like ugly. I just wanted something ugly, and that's what it popped up with. I'm like,
It says charisma 5.
Yeah. I have
Not his bonus, everybody.
Adam rolled really bad.
Not his bonus.
Yep.
That's his stat. What's your penalty? Let's fix that. What's your penalty? Is that -3?
I do believe it'd be -3 at that point.
Cool.
Like stuff. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, successful crafting of the potion. Does it say what you have to do with it? Do you drink it? Is it like Witcher? Do you drink it and you get the bonuses? Does it go on your weapon? I'm assuming you drink it, right?
Yeah, I think this one.
Or coat your blade.
Yeah, opened into interpretation with it for sure.
Well, how do you want to do it? Are you
then
going to drink it or coat your bow, or what are you doing?
I think with that one, I keep it kind of in my palm and I scrape it into like a little tin that I have. So then when I pull my arrow, I can dip my arrow inside of it.
You like you as you're pulling, you put it on the arrowheads.
Yep,
Smart. You don't have like a little foam piece at the end that the arrow slides through.
I could. Yes.
Wipe it every time. Yeah, you're set. Well, while you're doing that, the camera turns from your position as you're readying your bow again. There's all these eyes open. Valraven looking through the opening from where Liam is standing. Your sword finishes drinking everything off of the body and crunching the bones, and only her belongings, if some of them are left behind. What do you want to do as you finish drinking and your sword is satiated for the time?
Did the queen... Does she have like a satchel or anything?
She had a pig, which got eaten along with that. And she had, she does have a little hip pouch for her components and probably some extra gear. No backpack, though.
All right, I'm going to grab that off the ground.
Okay.
Little side pouch that she has.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to call out to the queen, elevator! And I'm just going to run towards
So you're going to keep running forward towards the elevator.
Fuck yes,
Okay,
I am.
so you move an extra 10. So we'll just say you're picking that up and running, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it an action to pick stuff up or not?
It is, yeah, it is an action to pick
Then
things up.
yes, that's my action. Yeah.
Because you're
That'll
sorting
work.
through the mucky remains of what's there, like just some of the
I'm not
sinew
even
and
sorting through
shit.
it. I'm just grabbing it and running.
As you grab it and sprint off, it takes us to the Raging Dryad. Audience, can I get a D6 roll? On a 1 through 3, I grow stuff from the trees and vines in the vicinity. On a 4 through 6, I just continue chasing and try ranged attacks. There's a 1 in 3 chance my power is activated.
Nope.
All right, so I just do ranged attacks. She raises her arm up that is glowing that green mist and shoots this liquid green sap jet stream down the hall. I can do far range with it, trying to hit you and the king. So we're gonna get a d20 roll here. Let's see if I am successful. I have a pretty good to hit here. Now that, just for clarity, that's a 6. Okay, I rolled a 6. But if I look at my bonuses, actual book, I am using a creature in the book. If anyone in the audience can guess what creature in the Shadowdark book I'm using as a template, let me know. I'll give you something.
I have the book right here. Can I look?
No, you're not a fucking viewer. You're a participant.
But I'm viewing too.
Yeah, you're a participant.
Have the stream up or watch it.
Yeah, you can't. That's not how that goes. That's called cheating.
Crap.
I got a plus 13, so a 19. Does that hit you, Diana?
Yes, I have an
Okay.
AC of 17.
All right. I'm gonna give you the first Frankhouse dilemma for the episode here in a sec.
But I didn't do anything. I'm just avoiding.
Do you want to take the damage, or do you want the king to take the damage from this coming in?
Oh. I'll take it.
20 points.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
As you're running, his hand is in a back, like, kind of like back like this as he's running forward, and you get hit by the jet stream. He tucks you in close after that, seeing that you've gotten hit. Your wood on your body begins to rot.
Oh, no.
Along with his hand, is like bark starts shedding off the two of you.
No.
And the sap that your blood starts to turn that same green she just sprayed at you. I need you to give me a constitution roll at disadvantage. Now, I will give you some options before you roll right away, because there's a chance that you might have something that can help in the cards here, everybody. Let's take a look here before I downright slay you in one hit. So, nope. If you get healing, we do have a blessed heal. I don't see any advantage on roll, but there is a stronger card, so you can get a +1 to your roll if you would like.
Sure.
Oh, thank you, Nessie.
Okay.
I would like to change my choices made.
10 total.
You can feel the sap that kind of helps move your body parts begin to thicken. That was my first action. My extra 2 actions. I'm going to run it close. And then I'm going to activate Vine Stride and move a second time. So I'm going to move double close, putting me at 60, closer to you. I'm going to make a track here, so 60. You guys are at 90. I'm going to close that gap, so there's only 30 between us. All right. That goes to the king. The king is just going to double move, not attack. He's going to try to get to Valraven to scoop him up. I move at 80. 90 with the card. So 100. I move at 100 with the card, technically, right? No, 80. So 80 foot more, so 120. There's currently a 40-foot distance between you and the 140-foot distance between you and the Dryad now. Because he's running fast, carrying you in front of him now, running towards Valraven to catch up. Valraven, you see the king running behind. Liam, you would see the king run past you, carrying a woman in like a wooden cradle, like a cage almost. And then environment. Audience, I need a D6 roll for the environment. And then it goes right back to Millicent. Millicent, what would you like to do?
Fuck. I'm going to use... Okay, I haven't drawn my bow, so I'm going to...
Yeah, you had your bow out last time.
No, I said I was going to light the torch.
Oh, I'm assuming you just slung it.
Okay?
You know what I mean? Yeah, you just like slung it over your shoulder, lit it, put the shit away. I'm fine with that. That's totally fine.
Okay, then I'll try and shoot.
Yeah.
You're gonna shoot at the Dryad again?
Yes, I'm trying to shoot.
Okay.
Don't worry, I don't think I rolled a 5.
A 5?
I rolled a 5.
Are you you want to spend any points or do anything? What's your total bonus with that 5?
7.
It's pretty shit.
Yeah, it is pretty shit.
I don't see any form of
It's gonna help at all of it.
bonuses. Would you like to do Wounded Monster on her at least?
What's...
Give us minus 10 hit points for the combat.
Sure.
So she's already wounded from previous combat. Okay. I will note down that I am at minus 10 hit points. Excellent. Anything else you would like to do?
I mean, unless I can cast a scroll, I can't do anything else.
Well, now you shot. You're done. You could get one pulled out with your move action. You have a move action left.
Okay, then I'm going to get one pulled out.
You could take cover inside the cradle with your move action, giving you an AC bonus.
Yeah. I'll
Is
do
your
that
move? Okay.
instead.
So you get a plus 2 to your armor class.
Okay.
Would you like to use an armor up card as well to give you another one?
Sure. And I'll be at a 20.
All right, armor up. Okay, then that takes us to Valraven and Liam. What do you two want to do?
Well, Valraven's already up that way. You said they passed me. How far away would the Dryad be from me then?
If the king just passed you, she is to the 200, move 90. She's at 140 foot from where the king is right now, so you couldn't shoot her unless you jumped across.
Is there any vines or anything that are heading that go over?
Yeah, there's vines growing everywhere. It's just a dexterity roll to get over there, or sorry, an acrobat or athletics roll. All athletics, I think, goes through strength, if I remember correctly.
Because I was gonna say, for me, I rolled something cool. Did I not roll something cool? I rolled nimble. I can walk on walls as long as I move ends on a horizontal surface. Could that count as...
Yes, absolutely, no problem.
Yeah. Could I do that? Could I run over that gap, take a shot at her, and then continue running after them?
Yeah. And you would have been a disadvantage except she lit a torch, so you're a normal shot to shoot her. I would like to point out that Nick said, 1, monster is obviously a dryad. No, it is not. And then 2, he said, hear me out. Have we considered betraying the king?
No.
Yes, Valraven said yes. Yes, I have. So what do you got for your roll to hit? Would you like a bonus to shoot, or do you want an extra die of damage?
Let's do extra die damage.
All right, we'll give you a extra die of damage.
Would have been disadvantage or advantage.
This is from Star Drew.
Ooh, 21 to hit.
21. That's a really, really good hit. Let's see here. I just want to double check something. I am fine with that roll to hit. Yep. Okay. Give me your damage.
So you said two damage, right? Or two.
One extra die.
Dice?
One extra die. Yep.
Cool. But
it's always weapon die.
Cool. And that stuff I put on it gives me advantage on my damage rolls as well too.
Advantage on your advantage rolls? Or on your damage rolls?
Advantage on my damage rolls, yeah. So I can roll my damage roll twice and take the better of the two.
That's extra spicy.
4, 2, 6, that's 9. Let's see the other one.
See if there's anything else I can give you here.
Oh my god, are you serious? Even with both of those, that was super shitty. 9 points.
Did you roll really bad? Hey, we might have a reroll damage card.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Damage card?
I'm looking. Yeah, we have 2. Would you like to use a reroll damage card?
Yes, please. Does that mean I get to reroll both?
Yes, you can roll it. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah. Well, no, you don't reroll the advantage. You just reroll the damage again.
Sure. Okay, that's actually even better. That is 16 points of damage.
16. When the arrow hits, you hear a snapping noise of the arrow shaft breaking in the distance. You hit, you think you did damage, but this thing is pretty hardened. And you said 16 points, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're out next to the king now. The king sees you as you run out, seeing that you're helping. We decided you work for the kingdom, correct? So he would know who you are. You're with the queen. All right. King Oberon would look down and you say, climb on, as he's running by, and he puts the basket down that fits 2, that's his hand. And then he's saying that, but Valraven, what do you want to do? It is your turn to continue running for your life.
How far from the elevator are we?
We're far. Remember, it's like
far?
It's like an hour and a half walk to the elevator.
All right.
Running that long means we're going to be running Constitution rolls. Or hiding is always an option.
So much Constitution. All right, I'm going to go ahead and first use the free action to yell at Millicent. Hamster ball! Hamster ball! Hamster ball! Fuck!
Hamster ball!
Washer machine!
Do not
And then-
have it.
I'm going to go ahead and cast
God damn it.
that Shadow Dance spell
Okay.
to make a copy of the king.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a 10 on the die.
Would you like a spellcasting bonus?
2. Yes.
Okay, so hold on here. We have, let's see here.
Like that.
We have a couple different spell castings. I think,
That or charisma. I need either a charisma bonus or I need a spell casting bonus.
well, spell casting makes more sense for this. I mean, we have charisma, but it's only +1, but I think we have an advantage on casting, so you can roll another d20. That's from serving hands.
Yes.
So give me another d20 roll.
Way better. Okay,
Okay.
we made it.
All right.
We fucking made it.
You made it. Good for you.
I'm gonna cast Image of the King,
Okay.
carrying those two, so
Okay.
an image shows up behind him.
Okay.
And is there any offshoots?
Oh yeah, I mean, at any point in time there could be. We also have some cards, like if you wanted to do things like secret passage. I think we have a secret passage card left in here somewhere. Let me double check that. Oh, you can. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know if we do. I think we might have used the secret passage card. Secret
when
door.
when Diana used it the last time.
We are out of secret door cards.
You used one and I used one.
Yeah, we are out of
used them last
secret door
time.
cards. Unless the audience is sitting on a secret door card, there is none for this round. So now it would be, if you want to try to find an offshoot, you can. It is a wisdom roll. And you, sir, are in the dark, so it's a disadvantage. As Valraven stutters to a halt. Boom! I told you his internet was bad tonight.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you like planned that or something.
He's like, and I disappear in the darkness.
there he goes.
Well, while he's looking for it, we'll come back. That takes us to the king. The king will scoop up Liam and continue running. That will put us at that's 80 plus 40. He's going to spend another of the quicker cards to make him move 10 foot faster. So we'll do another quicker from serving hands. That means that I am moving 80, so I'm keeping it at a 40-foot movement. I only move 40 this time. That means that the creature is going to catch up. I, this time, am going to use my...
Secret door! Secret door!
No, I'm going to use my...
Welcome back.
He's back. I think I have to. I'm going to use my rampage. I am going to move triple close this action.
Don't have to.
As I run, she leans her head down like she is diving into that hall that is too small for her.
Oh.
As she dives into it, like you see like her rib cage close up, her arms come in really close underneath, and she's going to try to fit herself into the hall with rampage. So that means I go 40, 80, 120. I am now 20 foot behind the king.
Crap.
Great.
And Liam and Millicent, but I have no actions. That was my action. And you currently, I don't think I have reach. I don't think I have enough space. I only can bite near, so I cannot hit you. Valraven, there's no, Stardrew kindly played a secret door card.
Thank you, Stardrew.
I see how this happened. Valraven, let me get this. Let me make sure I got this right. Valraven turned off his camera, texted Stardrew, play your card, so he can have the pause, and then now he has the card. I understand my cast so much. You're cheaters. You're fucking cheaters.
Yep, that's what happened.
Yep, that's what happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like,
We all know why
Stardrew,
we're
do you have a
victory, guys.
secret card?
Stardrew saved me.
So you are 20 foot ahead of the king. Do you play secret door?
Fuck yes, I do. Also, the copy of the king is just running directly behind them, trying to give them a little bit of...
So if they break off, it kind of continues down the hall?
It's going to keep running straight, yep.
Don't you have to keep line of sight on that thing?
No, I don't. It just exists in the world for 3 rounds.
Oh, are you serious?
Yep.
You no focus, no nothing?
Nope.
God damn it. All right. I see that some people planned before this show. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I didn't do it.
Let me bring King Oberon up here so we
I'm
can...
a simple bystander.
So,
Just helping.
Iran King went. Raging Dryad went. I need my environmental roll. I need a D6 from the audience. Excuse me.
Nothing.
D6 from the audience for my environmental roll. See if we can get this. I have a plan. I do have a plan.
Yeah. Right, he was big. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's big. He's a big dude. He's large. He's almost huge size. Every game needs a BS spell. It's true. It's true. And if
4.
Nessie, we all know it's technically. That is the BS spell from all the games we've played. Technically. Don't worry, it'll be back for Archiver. Technically is coming back for Archiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm working on it. So we got a 4. Okay, so I have no ability that I can use this round again because I didn't get a 1 through 3. The environmental didn't go off. That takes us to the top of the list. Millicent, you're injured. Now Liam, this weird-looking gentleman who's all boiled and pocked, is with you. The king says he works for us. He is. What does Liam do for the kingdom?
He's like a breacher, but he goes on scouting missions.
Oh, you're a scout. So he's a scout for the Breachers Guild.
Well, ranging scout, yes.
Yeah, ranging scout.
Yeah. Yes, quick introductions. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
just
sir.
fight back, and then as like I'm just dripping.
So he's running. He's running like this, so you can shoot over his shoulder. He's kind of locked himself in place, and he's running like this, so you guys have cover, and you can kind of stand up and shoot and use your move action to get back down. Millicent, you taking a shot? I'm only 20 foot away. She dives in the hall. You see wood splinter. The hall cracks and expands, but the vines that are built through the walls here hold the actual like structure intact. And as stone starts falling, you realize if she got any closer, like I was gonna drop ceilings on you. I didn't get close enough. But it is all stone falling from the ceiling on top of her, through her body. And you see she's running quickly using just her fingers, her rib cage, and like other pieces of limbs that have grown out of her to snake her down the hall.
Okay.
Made of wood, not flesh, I promise. Not
I'll
flesh.
try and shoot her.
Maybe a few bugs.
Okay, that's a 17 on die plus 17, 18, 19.
19. Are you good with that? You want a bonus to hit, or you want an extra damage card?
Extra damage card.
You did hit, so I'll give you the extra damage card.
Yeah.
The extra damage is coming from Nessie.
Thank you, Nessie. Okay. So that's a 3 on the die plus 1 is 4. I'm not great.
Would you like the reroll damage card?
Sure, yes.
Reroll damage card. Last one from serving hands. You reroll all your damage. Remember, you're doing double your die damage. So you're rolling your weapon damage die. You're rolling 2 of them. Looks like you rolled 2 1s from that look on your head.
I rolled the first. Oh, I double damage.
You roll your because the extra damage die. So whatever your bow, what's your bow damage?
Right. So the first one was.
But you rolled
total.
2 dice, right?
No, I rolled once.
No, extra die damage. You get 1 extra weapon die. So whatever your weapon die is, roll another one for that very.
I did.
Okay. So what was the total for that?
5.
Okay.
Total
Now
with this extra
re-roll
damage.
all of that because you got to re-roll.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points.
I mean, it's marginally better. It is magical.
Yes, it is
I'm still up. You shoot her in the face. Same thing. You see that like your glimmering shot hit her, and when it hits, the impact, the actual shaft of the the arrow snaps, leaving like that glint of gold. That is your action. Or are you gonna take cover?
Taking cover again.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm.
Valraven, you pull the secret door, so let's see what Liam wants to do here before the king gets to the secret door. Liam, what's your plan here, buddy?
Oh my goodness. So now when I see it snap, like a snap as it went into her and potentially hurt her, just like a snap it hit her and it's like, oh.
It looks like she's really armored, but you are hurting her.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to make me a intelligence check, I'll give you a little bit more information.
Okay,
or wisdom is all your abilities based on wisdom?
My herbalism stuff is all based intelligence.
Okay, so intelligence.
But that's also navigation, tracking, bushcraft, stealth, and wild animals.
Intelligence will work for this. I'll give it to you.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense.
No idea. That's a 5.
I was gonna tell you she'd make a really good ladle spoon. I was gonna tell you all the things I had rolled up for the chef to make stuff out of, but for you, you feel she's absorbing some of the damage.
Okay.
If you weren't using something magical, because I'm assuming your bow is magical.
Mine is.
Hers is. Mine is.
Oh, yours?
No.
It looks like it barely sunk in. But
Okay,
because you're using your blessing on it, your things is the only reason you're hurting it.
Okay. Now I'll ask you as well too. You allowed me to do the faux bane to make any other herbal remedy to have stuff with it. What would you say I would need?
What are you trying to make?
Effective. Well, I just looking at that now. What's happening? We still see her coming. We see that thing of the king. Try to make.
I mean, you are riding on a moving tree that has like fruits and shit growing off of it. The king's got things on it too.
I want to see. I mean, there's restorative. I can end poison or disease. Was that green stuff either a poison or disease?
It is. Yes. Yeah. It absolutely is. The king didn't get it.
Okay. Yeah. I want to see if I can grab some stuff off of him, and then in my little bowl, I want to see if I can make a restorative.
So you pull some moss, some leaves off of him.
Yeah.
And then let's see if this rolls any good. Would you like a spellcrafting check bonus? Do you want an advantage on it, or do you want?
Yes, please. That'd be great.
All right, so we will do advantage on casting for Nesty.
It's like a traveling doctor.
He is a traveling doctor.
A mobile doctor.
I make everybody else feel good because I look like shit.
That's true. And the question is, how much of your boils are scraped into that to really?
There's a little bit of one of them like pops.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I figured maybe all your poultices are in it.
Yep.
You inject yourself. You store. Oh God. Fuck.
So you said okay, giving me advantage.
Get advantage. Yep. Okay, I mean, I can give you an intelligence bonus too if you want it.
Yes, I'll take that, please.
Okay. We'll give you a smarter as well. That will be from Star Drew.
I want to use my hero point. I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay. Hero point? There is no hero point.
Or not hero point. I want to use my my breacher token.
Like I reminded everybody in the audience, if you do have the patches from ETHUANTIA, they count for breacher points for the players. Ooh, just as a reminder.
Yes. Perfect. That actually takes me to a 15, so I go one above it. I get. I needed a 14 to make restorative.
Okay.
Property.
So you make it.
I'm taking all that. Yep. And then I want to it's really like thick, almost as thick as the stuff that hits you, but it's like to counteract that. It's really gross as it. Yeah. Just I kind of start pouring it over your wounds and everything.
You don't have an action left to give it to her, unfortunately, because it takes action to make it.
That's right. I just look at her and say, "Rub this on yourself."
God. Just rub this on yourself. I know I've used it.
It's like soap.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, I like soap.
Oh, it doesn't look like soap, but you do like soap. This is not like soap, though. With that, that would be Valraven. Valraven, you step off to the side. What does your secret door look like that you've found? Is it like a collapsed hallway? Is it like an actual old secret passage? What are you thinking for this? We're in an old abandoned area that is the main thoroughfare that runs up to, it looks like a underground botanical. What would your secret door be?
There's a lot of pipes and stuff running through here that were like pumping water and all that, wasn't there?
There sure fucking is.
And I would assume that this greenhouse probably has some type of water moving through it. And
does.
Valraven just sees water kind of trickling from like pooling up on part of the floor, and he's just gonna bring his sword down, and it's a pipe, like a big thoroughfare pipe that's at an angle, almost like a slide.
Okay.
Directly below. He's gonna break the floor, jump into it, and start sliding away.
When you pull the pipe to break it, when all the stone crumbles and falls apart, underneath that stone, the same as Millicent saw when she was climbing back up, is metal.
Metal, yeah.
Inside the pipe, it is all rusted with this weird. It is clean water, but it smells like potting soil. It has like all of the nutrients that you would put in water to water plants. And unfortunately, yes, it is a secret door, but it goes towards the botanical. So you're walking upstream. but like on the sides inside like a sewage pipe almost. Like there's the walking areas on the sides. You're walking along this 5-foot gap with this rusted handrail to head, I'm assuming, away from the botanical. All right. So that was your action, or your card to use it. You have a move and an action. Are you just going to double move?
Right.
Are you going to wait?
So the vines and stuff that are in that hallway that we were in, they
Oh.
look like they've started to. Do they start to look like they've been drying out as they're rotting more and more?
Not yet. They're actually sprouting eyes inside, like all the knots. They're like opening up, and you see eyes in them. And they're like looking and watching.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take an action to light a torch.
Okay, so you have your own torch. I will. Would you like me to just restart the timer? Because there's only. That's how the timers work. So I basically will give you a full hour again. If you want me to restart the timer.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and tuck back behind the wall a little bit and usher the other two in,
Okay.
so that they can move up and in front of me. And then that image I caused earlier is going to continue moving past.
Yeah.
the hallway.
Run by. Gotcha. All right. And you put the image in front of the
Behind
king
the
or
king.
behind him? Behind him. All right. So
It's
I'm
behind
probably
the
going to
king.
I'm going to be biting the fucking king for my first attack. The fake king. You're so lucky. He's saving you from getting murdered right now.
I know.
Well, that's I mean, he killed the queen. He's got to do something to make up for it. So, Liam went, Valraven went, the king goes, the king runs, hooks his hand into a bunch of vines, and swings into the hall, pushing you two through first, kind of like letting you out the basket. It is a secret door. I have a question for Valraven because he made it. How big is the entrance into this pipe?
A large creature would be able to get into it.
Okay.
It's jagged a little
Yeah.
bit. The
Yep.
area that I'm tucked behind is just around the corner, so if they keep moving forward, they're going to head out.
Okay.
I'm tucked behind.
Okay. So it is for a large creature. The king can fit.
Yes.
The king runs through and jumps into the liquid to wash off like the spores and stuff that are on him. He did it almost like he's been here before. Like he did it with purpose. It's very noticeable, and he let the other people off. That's the king's action. The door is still open. I am going to move once, bite the illusion, because I can get up to it. I bite the illusion, and I do 24 points of damage, and the illusion's still there. As I bite it, it kind of moves around the bite, and as she slides by the passageway, as she's crawling down the hall, you see the inside of her ribs kind of breathe and open. I need a D6 roll from the audience for the queen. Or not the queen, for the Raging Dryad to see if I can use my ability. On a 1 to 3, I can use my ability. You guys have saved the party so far, only rolling 4s. I, as the GM, do not appreciate it.
Well, now you've got him scared, Frankhouse.
I
Now they don't
know.
want to roll.
I know they don't. I know. Hey, I have plenty of D6s. I have the new sea ones here. The ones from Wild Sea.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
A 4 again!
God.
Thanks, Star.
As she
Start
breathes,
to-
you guys see spores start to form and come out, but nothing happens. My second action, I am going to try to punch a hole through the wall. The wall hits. You see the tunnel where you guys are getting ready to run up. Dent as some of her fingers punch through the wall, but it's not enough to break it this turn. My action's done. I need a D6 from the environment, please. 1 to 3 as well. Star's like, I'm not scared. I only roll fulls or higher. I don't believe you. I think it's bullshit. While the environment roll is being done, Millicent, you've been dropped off. You're in a tunnel. Water to your right. Liam is holding this poultice for you to rub all over yourself. A 1.
1, 2, 1.
So, would you like to use a blessed heal with that? Because technically, it is still a healing action. You get a D6
Yes.
hit points back.
Yes, please.
Okay.
D6. Does
And
it
then,
audience roll or I roll?
You can roll it. And then there is the coagulation, your sap-like blood stops. It doesn't start to like rot you more. You do have bark that's missing off of you. The environment inside the tunnel all the vines and stuff that are in here being fed from the water source grow eyes.
It ends poison or disease.
Ends poison.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have had to
so
roll
just
again
a
this
little-
round. You don't have to
Yeah.
anymore.
So
well, no,
I-
Diana, the poison continues. He stopped it. Otherwise, I would have kept doing damage.
Okay.
But inside this tunnel, eyes sprout, so I know where you are. Because they rolled a 1. I use my environmental power. I can see the unseen. I am now watching you as you are running through this tunnel. The shortcut was a great idea, but it wasn't enough. With that said,
Time.
Millicent, you rub the stuff all over you. Do
I
you
rub it, yes.
do you continue running?
Yes, we're all running. Yes.
Okay, so you're running. Would
Yeah,
you
'cause we're not in the
like
basket, are we?
would you like a faster car or a quicker car to also get another 10-foot of movement?
Yes.
All right. So quicker is, how many quicker cards do we have left? We have a few. Not enough to survive this entire encounter. Is everyone using a quicker card? Should I just click another 4 or 5? I mean.
Yes, please.
Do it.
All right. So 3 from Serving Hands, 1 from Stardrew, 1 from Nessie.
Thank you.
I don't want
Everyone.
one. Val Raven's not taking one.
We have
Why?
plenty. You should just take it.
Okay, we might need them later.
There,
And
well,
plenty.
there's enough to do that 5 people a few times.
Yeah,
I would take it for now. You need to run.
Fine.
With that, you continue running. Liam, what would you like to do? You get dumped out of the carriage. You can see the queen's body through the opening. Valraven standing there with a torch.
She started running, right?
Yeah.
I will. Do you have a torch with you, or
It's on the king's hand.
It's burning on the king's hand right now. Yep, he has a torch.
Actually, could I run? Be like, King, let me take this. Let me guide us. And I
You
want
can grab
to,
it, through him on the water. Yeah.
I want to grab that, and yeah, I want to do like Wayfinder. I want to see if I can navigate through these tunnels and stuff.
What is this? It's a new character ability. What the fuck does Wayfinder do?
So Wayfinder, essentially, it gives me advantage on checks associated with navigation, tracking, bushcrafting, stealthing, and wild animals.
Okay.
Ranger class, baby.
So, Frankhouse dilemma time, Adam.
Okay.
Have you been here before?
Oh, in this section. Oh.
Have you tracked the queen here before? Is that how you knew where she was?
Oh, that makes sense.
I would say, yeah, that's why I was able to get into this. I was able to get up to that. I knew about that secret passageway to get me up onto that second level and everything. I would say yes.
Do you want the good news, the secret, or the bad news?
Let's go bad news. Always
You
like
only get
getting bad
one.
news out of the
You
way.
only get one of
Oh, I
them.
only get one. Oh boy.
Something you've learned in your travels.
Something I have learned in my travels. Oh boy. Bad news. Give me bad.
Really? Okay. Bad news it is. This tunnel does go up, but there is a break up ahead about, I don't know, probably 200, 300 foot from where you are. There is a break, and that chasm has never been repaired. The water flows to it, but it is a 15-foot jump and an unknown fall. Going up and jumping up to something is much harder than jumping the 15-foot across. You usually don't use this way to exit. You use it to come in.
Sure. Okay. Which break is it? Oh, it's just the break
It's coming up
in the tunnel.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like the tunnel flows down like this. There's a snap, and it's a 15-foot gap where the pipe is like separated.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be running and jumping 15-foot. It's a 15-foot gap and up.
Oh boy.
That's your news you got from that.
All right.
With that, what would you like to do? What's your finder get you? What's your roll?
Oh, here. Let me go ahead and roll it. So I got advantage on it. So navigation. With advantage, that's a nat 20. Let's go, baby. Nat 20 on navigation.
What? Does that give you anything
yeah.
special?
No, it just it gives me. I just have advantage on navigation checks.
Okay.
So, okay.
A natural 20. You know, there is a rope that hangs that one person at a time could swing.
Okay.
It will give you an advantage on that check to go across, but it's one person at a time, like per round. Like you run, jump, swing, land. The other people wait for the rope to come back. Next person. That means 4 rounds of getting across that. You need to hide from this thing.
Yeah. God, Jesus. Yeah,
There's no Jesus in Breachers, my friend.
I know. I was gonna give that tell them that information. Can I see any of the druid sticking through?
You can. I mean, she's within range of you, and it's through a doorway. You can see her rib cage and the glowing green energy on her. Can I aim for the glowy green energy? Was your ability in action?
Oh shit! You know what?
I think it is. Then you have a move left. Do you want to run?
Yeah. I'm gonna yell at everybody, be like, "We're gonna have to run. There's a rope for the end of this thing." Ah!
Run and jump. Check. Check. Well, that takes us to Valraven. Valraven, what are you doing? Correct me if I'm wrong. You broke the hole into here, right? It's not closed.
It's not closed. No, it's not closed.
No, it can't be closed. You broke it.
Cannot be closed.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure I had that right.
I wanted the jagged things to hide behind while she was moving up.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
So first question.
Yes.
I've eaten a god.
You have eaten. No, you ate a queen.
And then I ate an almost thing that was becoming a god.
You ate something.
What I want to ask is this.
You also ate an innocent bystander.
Fair.
You ate a half.
Fair.
Well, you know that. No, he's talking about the sword.
The sword. Now, just because this is going to determine what I can do.
Sure.
It hasn't been a full day yet.
No, it is not.
All of that energy being sucked into the sword. Does it get any of its abilities back? Like the
full reset. Full reset.
Okay.
Full reset.
Do I get any abilities back?
No, just the sword.
Great. Perfect. That's what I wanted to know. All right. So Queen's up in the hallway. I'm assuming we tucked in.
Yeah, you tucked in.
Overshoot the door.
She slid by it, but her ribs opening. You see like spores pouring out, and a hand went through. So there is an obstruction on the way in. You either got to cross the tunnel to the other side or run through where the hand is. Or swim.
I have a lit torch. I have a lit torch in one hand.
You do.
And she's big enough to fill the whole thing, right?
Fill what? The hallway? The hallway's full.
The hallway? It's full? Great.
I already know where this is going.
It's a good time to die.
This is why you told me not to reset the torch timer.
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and just grab part of her ribcage while she's still flying forward. I'm going to try to drag my body on top of it, and I'm just going to stick the torch.
You can't get above. It fills the hallway. Like,
great.
It's
I'm just
like a
grab
snake.
it, the driest, most rottedest piece I can find. I'm just going to jam the torch into it and try to just shove it into her body.
I mean, you're next to her ribcage. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to try to shove it in. So I have no problem with the action. You don't even have to roll to do it. But I do need a Constitution saving throw as you get near the spores.
17 on the die makes that a 19.
Are you happy with that, or would you like a con card?
I'll use a con card.
All right, so we'll do a powerful. Powerfuls from Kyle. Are you wanting? What is that? A what?
I'd make that a dirty 20 then.
Do you want to use a breacher die?
Fuck no.
Okay. Look at the DC. I asked that before I looked, just to make sure. You're good. As you get near it, you can feel the spores crawling over you and like chewing at anything organic on you, like the moss that grows on your skin, on your stone. It's really
I'm gonna
cleaning.
Be naked soon.
All
right.
Fire damage, though. There is a slight problem. You do shove it in her ribcage. It does ignite. For everybody in the tunnel, there's a bright flash of green and orange fire, like, and then it comes into the secret door, past him. He doesn't get poisoned. I need everyone to give me, besides Millicent, who's up and away, she won't get hit. Liam, you're just next to the door, right? You didn't move very far yet, did you?
Well, I was saying I was. Yeah.
You moved one though, not two.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have advantage on your roll. The king also has advantage for being in water. Unfortunately, ground zero Valraven is a disadvantage. I need dexterity saves from everybody but Valraven. Valraven gets strength because he's sucking up the explosion of fire.
All of us.
So I rolled a natural 20 and then a 17.
I thought you said you were trying to die. What is going on?
Huh?
What are you?
I don't know.
Are you sure this isn't an Expendables movie?
Fucking I'm 20
Ooh.
or so 23.
10.
What was that? What'd you get?
23 Michael Jordan.
Yeah, boy.
So a total of 24 points of damage.
Oh. Wow.
If you make the roll, you take half. Adam's character, if you make the roll, you take none because you can dive to cover there. So we'll start with Liam. What did you get?
I got an 18.
All right, you take nothing as you dive flat.
Sweet.
The king takes nothing as he dives into the water.
Nice.
And then Valraven, what would you say your total was?
My total was 20. Michael Jordan. 20.
Okay, Michael Jordan, that's right. You would take half of 24, so 12. As a fire explodes out, filling the hallway, it moves from Valraven to the king, who stands up out of it. The water's dripping off him. You see even old wounds on him healing up.
From the water?
From the water, because he's a plant.
Oh.
And he is going to use an action to get up, and he is going to move. He is also going to use his faster to move the extra 4, running alongside everybody. That will take us to, I need a D6 twice from the audience. 1 for the Raging Dryad's ability, and 1 for the environment. Raging Dryad, as explosion comes out, there is a roar in the area. Everything shakes. The pipe that you guys in sways because it's hanging from something. It sways as she roars. On a 1 to 3, I'm going to break one of the cables on the pipe.
Great.
A 3. Okay. And then I need one. A 2. That's the one that matters. I break something on the pipe with a 2. On a 3, she lets out spore flies that, since the closest person to her, the way it works, they swarm over Valraven and start biting and chewing at his body. They don't provide a roll. They're a disadvantage on any spell casting while they are on you. They just do 5 points of damage. And it burns as they're chewing on you. That is her ability for the 1 that was 3 that was rolled. 2, the cable breaks. Now the question is it the tail end of the pipe, or is it the top of the pipe?
No.
Even, odd. Audience, give me a D6 roll. Even is the top of the pipe,
Let's go. Suck.
because then it's gonna go "Rrrr," with 1 cable holding it still. Let's see what we get. Why not a D6? I'm looking. I would like I think anything would be great right now. I mean, an odd means they're climbing up almost a hill. It doesn't matter what it is. Even 11. No, that's a D20. I asked for a D6.
5.
5.
That's fine.
Even's here. Odd. The back end of the pipe sways. The water sloshes. It rolls up towards where Millicent and Liam are at. The king grabs the rail. If another one of those cables breaks in the back, vertical. Because you got to figure there's 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I have my diagram drawn on here for that. I'm going to mark what the even and odds are because we decided that during the show. And then that takes us to the top of the list. Millicent, fire bursts into the area. Valraven is dove towards the fucking Raging Dryad. There's a hand in front of you, almost like a grate, like you're trying to get into a rail system. Like it's kind of like barring your passage. You can either cross the water or you can climb through the hands. You would lose a move going across the water, or you can risk climbing through the fingers.
That's her fingers. Correct?
It's her fingers that went through the wall. Yep.
Can I use a scroll?
I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, girl. I'm not going to tell you no.
I'm going to use... Well, I don't know what they do. Wrath.
You want to use Wrath?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's scroll back in the old book here, everybody. Let's look up what Wrath does in the spell section.
Mm-hmm.
I love spells. Spells are great.
Here we go.
Oh, you got it? Oh, you already have it. Adam's pulled it up. Adam, hold on. I'll pull you back on screen. I apologize.
Story time with Adam Conn.
All right, Adam.
Okay, story time, yes, with Liam. So, this, my friends, is a tier 4 priest spell. Duration 10 rounds.
Oh.
This is range self. Your weapons become magical. +2 and deal an additional D8 damage for the spell's duration. How fantastic is that?
You sound like the Crypt Keeper that isn't quite dead yet.
that is reading time. Reading time with Liam. I hope you all enjoy the dulcet tones of my crackly, crumbly voice. +2, yes, magical +2 and deal an additional D8 worth of damage.
Hey, first you got to cast the scroll.
Right, I know.
Spellcasting. Would you like an advantage on spellcasting? Because people are throwing them out for us.
Thank you. Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Whose card are we using? We'll use the one that just got played. We'll use starters.
Okay.
Head in my face.
And I add charisma to it, yeah?
Yeah, whatever your casting skill is. So it'd be charisma
advantage?
for you. Advantage, yeah, you get 2d20.
Well, I should definitely not try to cast anything with a charisma of 5.
No, it's always your cast. You almost always your class casting. So for you, it'd be intelligence, Adam.
Oh, good.
So mine's 19.
Yeah, 19. That's it's always 10 plus the level of the spell. It was a tier 4, right?
Hell yeah. Yep.
So that's a 14 or up you need. You are successful. What are you gonna do? You cast the spell. You cast on yourself. Boom. Now what can she do with the spell?
So a weapon of hers becomes a +2 magical weapon and deals 1d8 extra damage.
Are you gonna do it with your bow, your sword? What do you want to do?
My bow.
All right. So your bow, it's +2 now instead of +1. The hand is through. It's in front of you. That was your action to cast it, though. What do you want to do with your move?
Oh yeah, I was gonna shoot her hand.
It's your action. It's still there. But you got a move left now. We're in episode 12. I'm no longer teaching the action economy. Pull it out, cast a scroll, put it away, pull your bow, because you have to pull your bow back out, and now you have a move action.
I know.
Do you want to back up towards the fire?
No, okay, fuck it, I'll go through.
Going through, your choice, dexterity or strength.
Strength.
All right, we have not used a card for you. Would you like a powerful card to give you a +1?
Sure.
All right, we'll use KJ Dawson here, paying it forward from a while ago.
Thanks, KJ.
Thank you, KJ. So +1, let's see. That's 14, 15, 16, 17 total.
17 total. Well, I would love to tell you that is enough, but it is not. As you pull, this stuff doesn't move. It feels like you're trying to move a tree trunk. As you're climbing through, like pulling things out of the way, you just can't get a gap wide enough between the fingers to get through. There's like little brambles that come off of it. Like they're not clean. There's hanging bark, dripping sap. You don't find a way through on this turn. With that said, that goes to Liam, and then we'll get back to burning and getting chewed up Volraven.
That hand is in between me and everybody else.
It's going forward to proceed forward.
All right. I mean, I'll strike my bow, and since it's her, I'll take a shot.
Okay.
Let's see if I can at least do something. I get an advantage on it. Ooh, baby, I love it. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
I mean, yeah, that definitely hits me. Would you like an extra die of damage?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll get you an extra die.
Nice. Ooh.
That is from
nice.
what do we got here? It's from Serving Hand. She's played it today.
Almost rolled max 17 points of damage.
Ooh, there's a roar in the hall again. I will be rolling for the collapse of the ceiling again. You said 11 points?
17.
17 points. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm aiming at the hand too.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
My way through.
You hit it. She pulls her hand out. I'm blocking the way. Do you move?
Yes. Yeah.
So you make your move as well. Okay. Volraven, the whole body on this thing shakes, not only from the eruption, but the hand gets pulled back in, and you can feel the ribs like cinching up like an accordion, trying to like snuff out the fire. As you pull your hand out and leave the torch inside. It's not dark by you; it's burning everywhere. What would you like to do?
All right, first I'm gonna activate the last use of demonic possession.
And what does that do?
+1 bonus to damage rolls that last for 3 rounds, in addition to half of my level for damage.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
okay.
also going to activate the Blood of Morgo, and I'm going to fucking take that sword.
Would you also
Just
like an
shove
extra
it.
die of damage?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Let's go through this. I see what you're doing. You're powerhousing this one. So you get an extra die. Yeah, I get it. Extra die of damage. Would you? Let's see here. What else do we have? Do we have anything else special that I can give you? Boy. Do you want to armor up with a blue card to have an extra armor in case shit goes sideways?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so you armored up. And then, do we have a reroll left? I think we used them all. I think there's no more reroll damages. Let me double check it, just in case we need it. No reroll damages left unless the audience has one. So you get an extra die of damage, your armor's up by 1.
Can I so 21 to hit?
Yep.
The sword, the magic sword.
Count.
Okay.
I have a
And then
Starju's
can I add
armor
a-
up.
Can I use breacher die for damage as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
All right, so
Only your weapon dice double if you crit, just as a heads up. Okay, which you did.
and then that extra die of damage that I'm using as well, which is
Yep.
will be a D12.
Okay.
All right, so we've got.
So what's your damage?
All right, so before we add anything to it, the original damage die was 10.
Okay.
The additional damage die was 7. That makes it 17.
Okay.
The breacher die was a 4. That's 21.
Okay.
For demonic possession, that makes it a 24. And for the additional damage from all the other modifiers, from where we powered up the weapon,
Yeah.
that makes 27 points of damage.
Whew.
I heal for 13.
27, man. Damn. I don't
know how long I'll survive.
She roars again. The king reaches across to as the let me phrase this differently. As there is the stab outside, Volraven, are you staying there or leaving?
I'm fucking staying. We're seeing this to the end. Free action. I'm gonna ask my little baby, my sword. You wanna be a panda? Pandas eat bark.
Do you want to be a panda?
Pandas eat bark.
It doesn't respond to that. I'm laughing, but it doesn't respond. So you're staying there. That means your action's done. That means it goes to me. Audience, I need a D6 for the Raging Dryad and a D6 for the environment. She starts to breathe again to try to, like, make space and snuff out the flames. The spores on her turn automatically do damage. You take 6 points of damage. And then I am gonna see what I get on my environmental roll here, or my Raging Dryad roll. Come on, 1 to 3. Come on, 1 to 3. That's a 1 and a 2. Her rib cage snaps out and tries to grab onto you. I'm gonna consume you. You have a +1 to your AC as a reminder. We are not in the dark because there's fire, which is good for you. I hit that's a really low roll for me. 21. A little above average, a little below average. Does that hit you?
Yeah, AC's only 14.
All right. That means I get to activate my Sever ability.
Oh.
Damage. Ooh. Okay, 15. 24 points of damage.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna take this fucking mask off.
Oh, I did.
I'm
Oh, no.
down.
I did not get I don't get the Sever. I don't get 18 plus on the roll. So I just do the damage. I just do the damage.
I'm still alive.
24. I don't get the Sever. I have to roll natural 18 or higher, and I did not get that on this die. That is a 8. So that's not enough, not an 18. But I did hit you. And then I'm going to thrash. Trying to break the tunnel again. Her hand comes back through at disadvantage because I can't see. I'm going to try to hit where the shot came from. So you shot. I can see with the eyes in the tunnel. I'm going to try to hit Liam. That is a 16. Very low roll for me.
Ooh. My AC is yep.
What's your
That's
AC?
13.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, that's bad for you. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage. As I stab through, slicing, like her pinky catches your calf, her top part slices across your shoulder, and she pulls her hand back out. Now you can see holes out the tunnel in the wall to where she's stabbing through. And she's literally like sliding her hand across her body and just punching it through. My third attack, I'm gonna try to hit Diana.
Diana's not in the tunnel, so you don't hit me.
Yeah, you are. Oh, sorry, you're Millicent. Millicent. Unfortunately, that is a pretty good hit for me. 24.
Yep. Yes.
But the damage, I don't think this is gonna be that great. Actually, that's 2 really low rolls. Let me get this other D10 for a whopping 10 points of damage on 3d10.
I'm down.
Millicent falls. As the king reaches out on my action, would you like to use an extra healing card? Because I'm going to attempt to heal you.
Me?
Yeah? If I'm successful, do you want an extra heal card?
Sure. I'm -1.
There's no negatives in this game. There's only death saves.
Sorry, we just played Pathfinder last week.
I'm going to attempt to do my heal. Audience, I'm going to cast with advantage using a spell casting advantage card. Can I get 2d20 from the audience? This is to heal Diana. We need a 15. We have a +3. We have a +3 to heal. Sorry, Millicent, not Diana. Diana's emotionally damaged. I don't have emotional heal cards. We'll use Serving Hands. Star Drew's advantage on casting. So 2d. We got it. That's enough. I heal 3d6 because of the bonus healing card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you are knighted. So I do a +4. You get 16 points back.
Oh, wow.
He can heal his subjects better than normal people.
Can you do the math for me?
Yeah.
That is the king's go. He doesn't get an extra action. He's not going to move. He is going to pick up Millicent as part of his action, so she doesn't have to waste an action getting herself upright. So he kind of like heals her, picks her up. Actually, I'm going to put you on the opposite side of the tunnel. Kind of like heal you and hand you off and put you away from the hands on the opposite side of the tunnel. With that, though, we did roll a 1. As the 1 for the environment, the whole thing shakes again from her punching it twice. I need a d6 from the audience. Remember, even is the upper part of the pipe, and the lower part of the pipe is odds. On an even, it'll rock, and everyone will be making a dexterity save to see if they fall, because the pipe's going to swing to a sideways position. If it is an odd, everyone's going to be rolling a strength or a dex to hang on.
Oh gosh.
Either way, it's bad, but 1 is plummeting.
It is a 1. Odd. That's the back end, isn't it?
That is the back end as I throw my pen to the ground.
Fuck.
Yep, hold on here. We need the pen. I gotta be able to mark this.
That sucks.
Okay. Feel like this is a go-to-me moment. So I'm gonna mark off the cable. Is the cable pling, pling, bling, and then fucking stone starts falling in the water. It swings down in almost slow motion. And it swings like past the camera, looking up into the pipe. Swings out. I need my entire group to make a strength or a dex roll, their choice.
In the hallway, aren't I? Like in that little
Yeah, you would fall against the side of it. I'll give you advantage, actually. You're not in the hall. You're in like the secret passage and that she fills the hallway.
I'm using my breacher point to add on some points.
Hey, feel free. That's a D6. I have cards, so anybody who would like a strength or a dex card, let me know.
Do we have a reroll?
We have no rerolls.
Oh, great. Yeah, Diana, you want to see the great number I rolled?
Oh no.
Let me see. Let's see what it says. Liam rolled a 1. Oh, damn it!
I have environmental mishap tables, so I can't wait. So you rolled a 1. Cool. Millicent, what did you get? Strength or dex, your choice. And do you need a +1?
No, I use my breacher, so it's 21.
Okay, you're successful. You hold on to like the rail, and the king is there. He's holding the rail, so you got some like extra support. Liam goes, woof. And then I will ask Valraven as the camera goes from outside of the hall, looking into the tunnel as it's swinging by. Valraven, you see the tunnel swing away as Liam is sliding by. Valraven, what did you roll with your advantage on your roll, strength or dex?
21 for strength.
Okay, do you want a stronger card for +1?
Yes.
Okay. You brace against the wall, do not slide or tumble out because the hall is shaking as well. Because you were successful, I have a question for you. Would you like to try to grab Liam and pull him, and if there's a failure, one of you is losing a limb as the pipe swings by? Or let him go and see if he can do it himself.
Now, just so I understand how the pipe's set up, I'm at the top of the pipe, they're at the bottom of
It's
the
like
pipe.
this.
The bottom of the pipe swung down.
Top down looks like this. You're in here, right? So if it goes like this, the pipe swings, it's moving away from it.
Okay.
So if you reach for him, when that piece goes by, one of you's going to lose something if you fail this. Or you could let him go and hope he can save himself, because he is going to get a roll.
I'll do you one better.
God,
I'm
what,
gonna go ahead as that pipe
bullshit
swings
does
down.
this character have that I don't know?
All the things we've used this whole time. So, as that pipe swings down and I see him falling, I'm just going to push myself back into the hole with that ring of slow falling and my ability to wall climb. I'm just going to catch him.
So as you catch
And I
him,
know that-
it's not made for double weight. This will be a
I know.
roll.
I know. And I'm going to basically push my legs
Tumble,
across
fall.
the pipe, stick myself back because I can stick to fucking surfaces.
So you're holding on and like sliding down the side of the pipe. Holding.
Yep.
I'm going to say it's a strength roll.
My
I would
hero.
normally give you a disadvantage, but you have a ring that helps slow it. That'll lessen some of the weight. He is with you, but he doesn't get the help because he's tumbling. I need a strength roll. You're looking for an 18. Would you like a stronger card out of the gate? All right,
Yes, I
stronger
would.
card for you out of the gate. Well, you
also gonna
Star
use the
Drews
breacher
that was
die.
just played. Oh yeah, I mean, I would all in this shit.
So I only got 12 on the die. +1 makes it 13. +4 for my strength makes it a 17. +3 on the breacher die makes it a 20.
That's your only other breacher die too, isn't it?
It is. It's the last
As you
one.
slide, you fall like 30 foot sliding down. You finally catch a good latch, and it's swinging like this. You're holding. The group looks back. The king holding Millicent, looking down, seeing you guys down further. All the eyes in the tube looking at you.
Oh no.
Audience.
We've fallen 30 feet down this pathway.
Yeah, and you.
Great. I'm gonna go ahead and put my hand on him. I don't know your name, but I don't think she can get down here.
You know, it's funny because it's a big open space and pipes are kind of floating through it, and it is swinging. There is a flash next to where the tree uprooted on camera. All the boarmen's bodies are slowly starting to raise up out of the moss, the areas where they're thrown and like stuck on walls from the king fighting them. As they start to raise up as these undead, rotted creatures, their eyes glow green. You can see their skin protrude and move as the spores inside of them are reanimating their bodies. With that, the camera slides back to the body of Fallis, start to slowly stand up as the spores pour out of his mouth with his hand crossbow in hand and a spoon in the other as he stands up as part of her undead army. Back to the party, we go to the top of the list. Millicent, it's a vertical climb now. Fuck. Or a really easy fall. And you do know there's water down there.
How far down does it look?
Oh, you can't see it from here. There's no, your torch goes out to close. It is way, I mean, if you drop your torch and let it go, actually, I lied. I'm so sorry. You're in pitch black. You can see a light source 30 foot, maybe 40 foot from you of Liam holding the torch and getting held onto. But did Liam let go of the torch? That's the real question. Audience, can I get a D6 roll? On a 1, the torch goes out or falls into oblivion, because that's how environmental and hazards work in this game. And for the mishap table, you didn't have to roll on it, Liam.
Oh.
I have a lovely D10 mishap table, and you don't get to roll on it for your natural 1. I'm very disappointed.
Oh, okay.
The torch does not go out. Liam is still holding it. So about 40 foot from you, just out of close range, you see Liam and Valraven clung to the side of the pipe. And the king is holding you. What do you want to do? It's a long way down, you know that. But it's a really hard climb up.
I don't know. Can I talk to the king?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, we're kind of out of combat a little bit right now. We're more in a fucking people plummeting to their death situation right now.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll be fine.
As you say, well, I'm just gonna do this. As you say, well, his torch goes out because the timer just went up. Well, and you see, and now it's pitch black with little glowing irises looking at you off the vines in the tunnel.
I mean, I don't know.
Time that better.
I know. Do we climb down? Do we climb up? I mean, at this point,
He's
there's
like,
nothing...
I can climb us out of here, but we need to get them. Do you have rope?
No, I don't know. So we used it on Allie's character, correct?
You did. Yeah, you did. But that was a combination of like 3 people's rope when we did that.
Right.
And it would be, because this game is important, it would be in your gear if you have it.
No, it's not in there.
You know who
Now-
had that awesome rope? Wallace.
Now here's the question. He still has it. Do we have any flashbacks left here? We have 1 flashback card.
Great. I used the flashback card.
So how do you make rope out of nowhere between you, the king, and the environment you're in?
Are there vines in this tunnel?
Oh yeah, they're full of
There are
eyeballs.
eyeballs.
Yeah, there's vine, and it just fell, so like vines are snapping and shit. Yeah, absolutely there are.
Then I'm going to start tying up vines together if I can. If I ask the king to hold me as I start tying.
You're pulling a Follis. You're being a
tying,
rope maker.
and I think about Follis.
With his large hand, he wraps it around the golem's waist and picks you up to start cutting vines.
Yes.
And
Love that.
it falls down, and now you're like trying to swing a rope to them on the opposite side of the fucking tunnel.
Yes.
The king will grow some like saddle nodules out of his shoulders so you can tie the rope to it. That will be the king's action. So I'm assuming you drop it and you're trying to swing it to them so they can get a hold of it. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So let me just set this up here. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna bring how do I want to do this? And me and you and you and me. I think that's the right one. Let's go to the 3 cam here. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong person. I did it right the first time. Adam, try talking. Let me make sure everybody can hear you.
Walkie.
Yeah, I think I got it. All right, so you see a vine. Something hits Liam's hand holding onto Valraven in the darkness.
Grab it!
And you hear her yell, grab it, in the background. That's the only time you guys sharing a mic and camera has ever been worth it.
I say, all right. And I reach out and I grab it.
It's dark, my friend. Unfortunately, that's a dexterity roll at disadvantage.
Yep, that's fine. I'm like, okay.
Would you like a quickness card to give you plus
yes,
1?
please.
Or fast card,
Yes,
I mean?
please. Yes, please.
All right. DC is a normal, because it's in the dark, it's a 12.
Okay. Nice. Plus 1. You said
That'll be from
disadvantage.
serving hands.
Oh, wow. I rolled an 11 for my first roll, so that plus 1 would have given me a 12, and then my second roll was a 19. So
First
thank
time you
for the
miss
plus
it,
1.
it like hits your fingers, and it comes back the second time you get a hold of it, and you pull, and it's really tight, and you see like eyes dying out. Since I'm assuming she cut it free from the wall, they kind of die, and all the light goes out. Do you start climbing off of Valraven?
Yes.
Cool.
So I can. Yeah, so I can get some.
Can I get a strength check? The difficulty it is a knotted rope because it's vines, right? I will say it's a 12. It's in the dark. So the advantage from it being knotted and the disadvantage from the dark will wash. You need a 12 straight up with strength.
Got it.
I will give you a stronger card.
Okay.
And we're out of combat rounds for right now, because now the Raging Dryad's got to figure out how to get to you.
Oh, fuck.
You need a 12.
Nope. That's a grand total of a 4.
He grabs it. He slides down part of the rope. This is very important. I'm going to say it's 30 foot. Can I get percentages from the audience, percentiles? And that will be how much extra fucking vine there is past that he's sliding down, giving him a chance to get hand on. We need 30 or higher, because he's falling at least to close right now. I need D100 from the audience. I'll take us back to the full party here in a minute, because Valraven's still got to go. I'll wait. Okay, you slide. You get a second attempt. This one, same thing. It's going to be harder, unfortunately, because you're retrying. I need a 15. I'll give you a stronger, though.
Okay, you said at disadvantage again?
No, no, just a wash. Just a regular roll.
Just a wash?
Yeah.
Ooh, with that +1 gives me dirty 20.
You at the bottom of the rope. Valraven, you hear a little scream from Liam. Valraven, what would you like to do? Now he's out in the middle. There's no rope anymore. You can just climb the wall.
I can. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Witchlight.
Okay, how much light does that give you? Is it a focus? How long does it last?
It is a focus. It just summons. They stay around it, I believe.
It's normal torchlight, I'm assuming.
Focus. Yeah, normal torchlight, and then changes figures vague shapes. I can cast it near me and travel to close. And it is the lighting goes out to close.
Out to close. Okay, let's turn that back on. Out to close, so that's your action. Did you roll to cast it?
Did. I got a 15. It's an 11 day.
So now you can see vines are all snapped. There's debris falling, and you can see up the tunnel a little bit more, moving shadows that aren't moving in sync with the tube. So there's like shadows moving here. Like there's stuff hanging that fell and got caught in the vines.
You all want to go down or up?
All right, I'll take us back to the full group then.
I've got a movement though, don't I?
Yeah. You got to move. I'm just bringing us back to everybody.
I'm gonna yell out to the group. Down or up?
I mean, I don't know these tunnels. Can you see anything from down there? What does it look like?
Yeah, you see a globe of, close light around them. It's just cresting below you all.
It looks like there's lots of water down here.
Oh, you use both your hands?
No. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. I'm really far away. My fault.
What I would like to do is, as I'm climbing up, I'm gonna just start stabbing the remainder of the spikes that I have into the wall.
Okay. He's in the mid. He's swung to the other side of the tunnel though, because you remember when it was flat, the king and Millicent went to the other side, and you're on this side. So, I mean, you could do the spikes, but I don't know who's going to use them. You don't need them.
I don't know if we're going down or up. So if I'm moving up,
you would want to be on their side for those to be good. You're going to crawl around the tube.
Then I'll crawl around. Yeah.
Okay, so you move around, and then you're going to start spiking them with your extra 30. Okay.
I guess we'll go up.
Are we going up? Okay, so he's putting spikes, giving something that'll give advantage on the way if anyone does need to come down. Maybe, hey, when they fall on this side, there's a chance they could catch him. We're out of combat rounds, but I will kind of keep the order. The king and Millicent, I'll kind of have act here, since they swung over. Liam's there. The king will reach down and grab the vine, pull it up once, and loop it around himself. And pull it again and loop it around himself to where you're at his leg, so that you can,
Nice.
Kind of grab onto him on your turn. That is my actions, because I use my moves to do that. Millicent, what do you want to do? You could pull more of the rope and get Liam really far up, or you could light a torch if you have any.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I will help pull.
So you're going to pull? Give me a strength check, just to see if you can get him up anymore. He can't fall any further, because he's tied off on him.
Nope, that's a 3 on the
You're
die.
pulling. He just under those robes. He's got to have some hefty con and strength to him, because He's just too heavy.
Tired.
Yeah, you're tired.
I'm low HP, so
I know.
I'm exhausted.
Then Valraven, you're gonna climb up to them.
Yep, I'll just keep spiking and climbing up.
All right. Audience, I need a D6 roll. I'm gonna be doing this about every 10 minutes of real game time.
Sure.
So give me a D6. You do not want a 1 in this situation right now, because it means that the Raging Dryad has found a way into the tunnel.
Don't say that.
So D6 from the audience. But for you all, what would you like to do?
Climbing 4.
Okay, good.
So,
As a
you
group?
guys want to go down and like go through the water? We can climb down the pipe, figure out where to go from there. I can lead, or do you guys want to try to go up towards the Dryad and out?
I do know. I mean, if we can get up inside that tunnel, I can definitely navigate us around a little bit better. I've never been far down below. I don't even know what that is down there.
So we must go up.
King Oberon
It's-
says, well, wait one moment. If we climb up, we have a broken pipe now. How are we going to get past it? The vines may not be connected.
How far is it from
Up?
you know, from
It's 200 foot to the crack in the pipe.
Oh, wow.
200 feet?
Feet.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, it'll be basically 2 rolls for whoever's climbing, except for Valraven, who doesn't have to do it. The king can do it, but he would need light. Or he has to take time right now to cast a spore spell to give light.
I could light the way, my king. I've got extra torches with me.
Then fine. He will take this ad time. He holds onto the wall and the rail firmly because he's going to kind of walk up the rail side, and using the wall. But while he's holding on, where he's got like the big flowing cape and leaves on him, let me put him back on the screen for everybody. He is going to create like a basket saddle in the back, so the two of you can kind of handholds and footholds to hold on to him. And he will use his action to do that. I need the audience to roll me a d20 for me to modify my body for 2 people. It is a difficulty of 13. So audience, give me we get a +3 to our roll. We're looking for a 13 on a d20 with a +3. So while he's doing that, shaping himself, Valraven, are you going to climb by and lead with the light, or are you going to climb way up ahead to look and see what's going on? What's Valraven's plan as they're getting ready?
I'm actually going to move to the side of the king and travel with them, so if one of them starts to fall, I can grab him.
So you're going to be behind. The king goes to modify himself again, but unfortunately, Nessie rolled a 3. She was the first to roll.
No, 13.
No, Nessie's is a 3.
Where do I see?
Isn't it? Star Drew's is a 13. He rolled second.
I don't see Nessie's on the
Oh,
screen.
Nessie's 1d20
I
roll. It's
actually got
above
a
Star
first.
Drew's.
Oh.
So hers a 4 +3, which is a 7. He goes to modify himself again, and he's just white. The basket in his hand fades away, and he's like, I need rest before I can change my body again. I am too tired. If you can hold on to me, I can climb us there, but you're going to have to keep hold. I can't keep you protected.
Of course, my king.
And you're going to be behind in case someone falls, which is smart, Valraven, because you might be able to save people.
Is there any way, my king, if we could take some of your vines and wrap them around our own hands, as if we are
Now,
like...
If you want to tie yourselves off to the saddles that are in his shoulders, those are still in place because he couldn't remodify himself. You can do that. That would be up to you. And I have a difficulty here. And if you fall, that is when we will roll that skill check. Because you don't know how well you tied yourself off until you're already falling. So are you going to tie yourself off to the saddle on one shoulder? And Liam, are you going to tie yourself off to the saddle on the other? They're like shoehorns, like on a saddle for a horse.
so while
Yeah, I'll
holding
try
on,
to,
at
so I can at
least.
least have my arms free. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like waist
Try to do
it,
that.
tie it, kind of
Yeah.
stand on his back. Okay. All right, so you take time to do that. Once you are both settled in and you think you're good, he will start climbing. Audience, we have 200 foot to go. We do not have a climb speed, but we do have an advantage on climbing. I don't want to roll for every 30, 40 foot for him, so can I get advantage rolls twice? We have a +5 as the king. We are looking for a vertical climb, which is a 15. Volraven, on the other hand, can just climb behind safely and not worry about a fucking thing. So, audience, I need 2d20s twice, so 2 advantage rolls. We're looking for, we got +5, perfect. First one, good. We clear the first half of the tunnel. As we're clearing that first half, we are climbing by like stone and hanging pieces that fell.
18 and 5. Fuck yeah.
And you climb by the stone. If there would have been another environmental disaster while you're hanging the tube, all these rocks and stone would have fallen. The pipe itself, the inside is now, while it's all metal, any stone that was left has been like crumpled and falling off of it. You get to the very top of this tunnel as the camera's looking across the lip of this tube, and he pulls himself up, and above you now 20 feet in close range is the other tube that's standing strong. But that is, you're just standing on the lip of this cube. He's kind of like holding himself on the ledge. He looks like kind of back to whoever's over his left shoulder and goes, "What now? I can't make that jump and I can't modify myself."
Well, now I'm no rope maker, but I do have my own rope with a grappling hook.
You actually have a grappling hook?
I got a grappling hook.
So you're gonna...
Yep.
Okay. Have you looked up how grappling hooks work?
I have not, actually.
So gear's not very large in this game. I'm going to say it's going to be a dexterity roll to hit.
Okay.
I believe, if I remember correctly, with the grappling hook, it's a 12. I'm pretty sure. But I will double check it because I don't want to fuck you over.
Yeah.
And if Nick's in chat, Nick might know because I know he knows Shadowdark really well as well. Gear list is really small in this game. Here we go. GM section.
Grappling hook.
Up to 60. It's a 12.
12, okay.
Grappling hook is basically the rope can anchor. You still got to roll to use it.
Okay.
So it's a 12 to hit the mark. Now, you can keep
Okay.
trying over and over, but it gets harder because there may just not be a place to hook. But maybe you'll get lucky. How good is your guy at doing this? You get your... It's a dexterity roll.
You get my dex. Do we have any pluses? To
Oh, yeah, I could get you a faster card. Absolutely.
dex? Sure. I'll use one of those real quick.
Yeah, we'll use Star Drew's faster for a +1.
And I'll fling it up. 10, 11, 12 plus 1 is a 13.
You get it hooked. It's strong enough for a medium person to climb with no issues one at a time. Who's going to go first?
Because I threw it, I'll say I'll go ahead and I'll go up first.
All right.
So I can do cover fire. I'm gonna
Simple strength roll to climb up. 12.
13.
Okay, you get up to the top of the tube looking down at them. This tube is pretty long. You know the way out from here fairly well. You could probably gain some distance with some successful rolls.
Also want to see, can I see across the way? Do I see anything from the broken portion of the tube at all?
Are you carrying the light? Because there's light with Volraven still. Did you bring the torch with you?
No, I think I kept it with him.
So you climbed up out of this little light's just cresting where you're standing then, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see 30 foot out, it's just void.
Just void.
There's vines, some hanging like debris in those vines, but no anything that looks dangerous right now. You do see some of the blinking eyes, but they're probably too far to see anything but the light.
Okay.
So they would know vague location.
Okay. I would tell them, be like, all right, it seems safe. Come on up. I'll make
Okay.
sure to try to...
Who's climbing next?
Me.
Strength check, 12. I'll give you a +1.
Actually, if you give me +1, I rolled a 9 + 2, 10, 11, and +1 is 12.
Okay, that's all you needed. That's
Everybody's
enough.
tired.
Nessie, you just saved
Look.
Millicent.
Look, it's a 9. Thank you, Nessie.
One less person to die tonight.
Okay, yep,
my
I reached down to help her up.
Pull her up. Volraven, you just grab the rope and climb.
Is there I want to help the king get up there. I'm gonna go ahead and
There's really no way to do that. Unless you're gonna tie him off and everyone's gonna try to haft him up.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take some of the rope out of my bag. I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna keep a bunch of length in between it.
Yep.
And
So you're tying him off.
And I'm having the other part of it tied to me. I'm gonna start climbing up that rope to get up into the pipe.
So it's
I can
60
actually
foot.
get purchase and drag.
It's 60 foot of hemp rope. We just looked it up. So you're holding on. You tie like 30 foot around this huge oak of a man. And now that means that he's going to climb and you guys are pulling, or are you three just going to try to lift him? He is very heavy. I'm just giving you the option.
Wait, what's the
If he
difference?
falls, we want to be able to grab it.
So it's more of a
To hold
safety
it.
net.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I grab the rope. He looks at it in boy, what languages do you all have? I've never had the king
got-
speak in his other tongue.
Common, Sylvan, and Waller.
Yeah, okay.
Dwarvish, Elvish,
Diabolic,
Primordial.
Common, Waller. Oh, sorry.
Sylvan, you understand him.
Okay.
He says a prayer.
What does he say?
Do you want the name of the god?
Yeah. I'm just curious what I hear from him.
Are you sharing it, or should I just send it to you?
Just send it to me.
Okay, will do. I will send it
Yeah.
to you. All right,
Yeah,
we'll send it
yeah.
to you. He says a prayer. He grabs the rope. Audience, he is good at climbing. We have a +5. We need, unfortunately, the rope can break under his weight. He only has one chance to do this. We need a 12 for him to climb this with a +5. 2d20 is your roll.
Do you have any cards that we can throw?
I
on
could give
top
him
of
a
this?
+1. Yeah, we give him a powerful. I mean, it's suiting. He is powerful. Let's see what the audience gets here. 2d20. Boy, oh boy, what could go wrong?
Ooh, 14
That's more than enough.
Sweet.
and a 1.
And a 1. And a 1. All right, now let me give this to. I want to give this to Liam so he can have the name.
Okay. It's gonna show here.
Can I get a intelligence roll from you, Liam, to recall who the person is?
Sure.
Okay.
What did you say?
Oh god, no. I don't know who the person is. It's only a 5.
5. Okay, so you don't know who it is. So I will just send it to you. You'll have the name at least.
Okay, cool.
Let me see here. Try not to say it out loud as I type it because I'm so used to saying things out loud when I'm streaming while I'm typing. There you go. As he finishes it, he grabs it and he climbs up. He gets to the lip. He gets to the lip and pulls himself up into the other chamber. And like even the tunnel kind of on the metal cables. And you guys are currently to safety. As long as you can find a good path out of here, we are currently into the journey state of the game until there is a failure to get home. With that said, let me just flip back for a reminder to not just the cast, but the audience as well. The travel here was far from the Verdantian kingdom. I mean far. So I should pull up this book. For those who've never seen this, just so the audience knows, I'm using a Mead notebook from Stranger Things. I just decorated it with all the local stuff. I wanted it to feel as retro as we could for this game. We had a good amount of people with us that are currently at the Sojourn camp. To get back to the Sojourn camp, you can be there within roughly 2 hours from here, you're guessing, Liam. But that means you're going to the Queen's people that were left behind, and you have no idea if they were faithful to the king or they were royal Borman guard to the queen.
I have a way we can find out.
You sure do.
Yeah, you do.
Do you want to go to the Sojourn camp to try to get rest, only putting you 2 hours from this catastrophe? Or do you want to bypass and try to make your way back to the kingdom? And that is the scene I'm going to set for the three of you and the king.
So my king and fellow travelers won't. I can attempt to get us anywhere. We can go back to. I know that the queen was traveling with some, or I can try to get us back to the kingdom as well. I would say it's up to you. I don't know if we could trust the queen's guard or not. That would be.
There are guard members that are mine as well, but they are. I thought they were all loyal guards originally.
Who?
Well, all the guards that I have knighted over the years, I thought were loyal to me, not the queen. I had no idea that these Boremen were in our midst. She has been using what I thought were spores to keep me healed and to keep my mortality in check. But now to find out they were just to control me. I don't know if these knights at the Sojourn camp are going to be friendly.
You know, Sedona and Favreau?
Does he know? That's a good question. Audience, give me a d20 roll. Our intelligence is at a +2. More of a wise and strong person. +2. Let's see what we get. While they're rolling that, he starts kind of reminiscing and like going through names. He starts naming knights off in Sylvan, and he says Liam's name, and he says Millicent's name, and Valraven, you got knighted as well, correct? You're a breacher and knighted.
Follows.
And he no Follis, it was knighted. Yep, that's true. He doesn't know. Oh, he does know he's dead. He did see him die. Oh man, this king is going to be distraught.
I have his pan.
You do have his pan on it. You know what? I think he looks right at Millicent and says, "Oh, dear Follis." Oh.
No, I haven't even thought about mourning yet. Just trying
We
to
don't-
get out.
We don't have time. We will find a way to give him an honorable passing.
We appreciate that. Valraven and I do appreciate that.
I don't recognize those names. They may have been people that the Queen knighted. Or were they part of the scouts?
Yeah, when I spoke with them, they seemed off about the Queen. They were a little hesitant to talk out of it. I had to get them really drugged up to get them to talk to me about how they actually felt about the Queen.
Well, they all take a vow of secrecy. When they are blessed, you all accepted the teal oak leaf of the knighthood. That is something that fights you, passing secrets, even under the lure or magical charms or intoxication of others. It's there to keep the Redantian kingdom secrets safe. If they were wearing those, well then, we could
You want us to go to the
risk
camp
it.
first and then have you come afterwards and see if there's allies that we can pull?
I do not worry about me going there. I worry about them knowing we're there and somehow passing information to the Queen's people. We didn't kill everyone. There's no way that all of the boarmen that were on site there were slaughtered.
I think we go back to the kingdom.
In that case, I would say yes. I mean, what is it? An entire kingdom to, 10 people?
Do you have enough food to make it home? Now, time-wise,
I have some.
let me scroll back. There were a total, originally, 8 knights. So that means there are 9 left there because she only brought her royal guard member with her. Remember that. Only Von Redrick came with her. 3 wagons, the Queen, 2 merchants, a carpenter. There used to be a kobold scout.
I don't know what happened to him.
Yep. And we used 5, 6, 7 of our 20 waters. They have been there for a few days. They've only been there for 1 day at this point. So I'll mark 1 more off. So they've used 5, 6, 7, 8 waters. You've traded some too. 5, 10. We have used 15 of the 20 food. This is going to be... You made it here. The trip home with some journey cards. There is a chance, if you go to the Sojourners camp, there is enough food and water you can get from them to make it home.
I mean,
That is up to you.
If anything, do we think they probably didn't dismantle the chariot as well? Like
No,
they
there's
probably-
just started building. They've only been building for a couple hours.
Right, yes. We can go back there, see if you said that there is a way, if they're lying, we figure that out or not, and then if anything, we take the chariot and we go.
Well, the king says it's 14 days journey home. Now, you all, between secret passages and rolls and cards, cut it to 6.
Right.
But to bring everyone home, there is not, you would be a day short for food if you cut it to 6. Because you traded food.
Yes.
We have
Damn it,
hunters.
if only if there was a chef that could make extra food for us.
He can't make food out of nowhere. He's like, well, I can blossom fruits to assist. I can only make enough to get us back. I can't make enough to bring everyone back. And even that, my God does not always give me the blessing of that for the day. It is a risk. I think we should hit the Sojourn camp to see if we can get sustenance of some form.
Sure. I agree, my king.
Then
You
let's...
I take out the pan, the ballast pan, and I flip it over. And I'm like, there is a recipe on here.
A
I
recipe?
don't know if there's a message here.
A recipe or a message?
So my note says message inside the pan, secret. Need to find access to recipe book.
What does it say? Follow us, Liam.
So when you speak Elvish, right?
I do speak Elvish.
Yes. He has a message written in Elvish, and all it says that it says he always dreams of his recipes and they're never far away.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Always dreams of his recipes and never far away.
Adam, I'm gonna message you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this.
Great, I can't look again.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Switch off of it so she can't see it.
Yep. That's what it says.
And the king goes, I don't know how much this is gonna help us right now, but
Oh wait, you know it helped actually, Diana. The recipes that you will find.
wait, hold on, Adam. No, you got the screen. Go ahead.
The recipes are always in his dreams and they are never far away.
There we go. Yeah, that helps a lot more. That helps. Yeah,
Does that
obviously.
help more now that I say it in the accent? Is that better?
No!
Audience, if you got a guess, feel free to start putting them on the screen. The king goes, I don't know him well enough to answer that.
Do I need to fall asleep and think of phallus? I mean, phallus.
Phallus? I mean,
Phallus.
Now Raven just looks over at her.
Phallus.
When you guys spent that one time alone while I was out scouting, was he? No?
No.
I mean,
that's your one critical role moment that you get, goddammit. The only sexual innuendo you get.
No.
I'm kidding. What,
I really
the
don't
king
know.
says we should go back. That's his vote.
All right.
But he is not anti that. He is definitely willing to listen to everybody's thoughts on what they should do.
I need to kill something and I have no food. I'm very hungry. I only got to eat one little piggy today. So I think going to the soldier
actually,
camp would be a good idea.
correction, Valraven, you didn't eat any of them. Your sword did.
No, the little flying pig.
The sword ate that shit.
The sword didn't eat the flying piggy. Oh, it did.
Yes,
Fuck.
it did, because it flew back to her. Yes,
My
it did.
mind is melding with the sword.
Ah,
Well,
that is true.
you could eat if there is someone back at the camp. That's a
Whoa, wait, we're not eating people from the camp until we know if they are for
That's
the
what I'm
queen.
saying. If they are.
Of course,
Look.
yeah. No, I got you.
I can get us home with enough food, with faith alone. I think I can do it. What do you have on you right now for food if things were to go wrong?
I have food with me.
How
Not
much?
many days. I think only 4 days worth.
Okay, so you have
For myself.
4.
Yes.
Let me scroll back. 4. All right, Liam has 4. Valraven, what do you have on you? Do you have any meats left in your cauldron pot?
No, I've only got 2 regular rations that I'm refusing to eat because it's not raw meat.
Cool, 2. You still got 2. What about Millicent?
I have 0.
He goes, this is a 14-day travel. If we get lucky, and you say you made it in 6 last time, looking to Millicent and Valraven. Do we have one of you stop by the camp for food without the rest of us? Whoever is the best at convincing people to go along. I could stop by, but if they are for the queen, in any way they know that she is gone, I will have a lot that I would have to deal with. I'm willing to do it if you think that is a better get.
I think grabbing food's a good idea. Probably sending one of us is good.
Then who?
I mean, everybody loves Valraven. I am comic genius.
Even the king can't keep his face straight.
See? Ha ha!
No, not comedic. You just talked about eating people. Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just double down on the food here. Here, hold on here. Let the audience see this as well. Sustenance that you don't have.
I mean, what about you, Liam? Like, people recognize, like, do people there know you? Do they assume that you'd be working for the Royal Guard?
No, I'm mostly gone scout. Honestly, I don't like talking to people much. Not when I... Yes, I tend to scare most people off, but you're... definitely the 3 of you aren't like most people, so that gives me comfort.
What about you, Millipede?
Look, I made a joke.
I'm sorry, what?
Millicent, what about you? Do you want to go get food?
I mean, I have no food on me. I need the food. It's the question is, what do we say to them? We need more rations for the queen?
What do you tell them? You said earlier you have a way that you would know if they're lying or whatnot.
To see who's part of the queen's guard?
Yes.
Would you rather me use that first?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's your
You
call.
said you
You're
had
the
not a thing.
charismatic one.
I mean, the king could stand just outside of, like, whatever tunnel you come out of, however you get back. If you want to call, if all 3 of you are going, you could call an audience and put down, I know what you're talking about doing, and you better hope you cast the spell, because it's not a low-level spell.
Okay.
But the king says if you have a way to see who is truthful, I would rather know who is with us than against us. And if we can find people there, we move that camp as fast as we can before the Dryad gets there, because we are burning time.
All right, so let's go.
So, I need a journey roll from our new ranger.
Oh yes.
To get us back. So with it, this is your bread and fucking butter. First off, would you like to use a journey card to cut time off to get back, like in case you know a shortcut?
Yes, please. Yeah.
All right, so let's find a day shorter from Star Drew. Basically knowing a shortcut from where you are out of the pipes to get there, cutting it down to just mere minutes to come vertically out to where you need to be. But I need that roll. It's intelligence.
Yep. This is bushcraft, yeah?
Yeah, it is bushcraft.
Okay. Nice. Had advantage with it. Love it. 17.
Plenty of time. You know that this tunnel ends underneath where the water is flowing into a river. There's actually an area you can climb out. You've dealt with the fungal knots that are here and the kobolds as they war down here. You know a way up into where the soldiering camp is. And they don't know that the kobolds have a way in and out of that soldiering camp. That's like a little tunnel. It's big enough for the king to come up and out of as well. The king will stay back until you come back and let him know it's safe to come. With that, making your way back to the camp, away from all the vines. Let me switch us from here. I'm just gonna put up the old Verdantia walls picture. Put us into a safer area without eyeballs staring at us, right? As we fall into this area, you can see they are busy. Carpenters are building. People are getting everything ready. People are moving about. Everyone looks like the elves that they are. There's nothing weird as the group approaches. Who are you looking for? What do you want to do when you approach this camp? Audience, 10 minutes have passed. I need a D6 roll.
I think we just call a general meeting. or whoever we left in charge of this camp
Okay.
while we were gone. Like, who would be in charge of this camp?
They have light here. Do you put out the torch that you have?
Yeah,
Yes.
save it.
Okay, so put that it's a lit torch. Remember, there's a 1 in 6 chance it won't relight.
Right.
A 6, okay. Nothing. The queen has not found. Wait, who was the first roll? Serving hands? Whoa! Serving hands got the 6 stars. You got the one you guys got lucky. The order saved you on the rolls. That would have been very bad.
What was the 1 supposed to be for?
The 1 is the queen was already going to be on your tail in here.
Oh,
Oh, the dread.
the dragon.
Yeah, but
Okay.
serving hands rolled first, so that is our 6. So who are you looking for in this camp? What's the plan as you approach the sojourner camp that's in the middle? It's only a maybe in 2. Oh no, you spent the night here before you left, so it's a day and a half into building.
Whoever we left in charge, I would assume.
I mean, no one's really in charge. They just all have their own job. So, like, the
Okay.
carpenters are building, the knights are acting as workers, there's guards at the lift that goes out, there's guards at the tunnel that goes in, so that's 4 of the 7 that are not actively in the area. And then there are the 2 merchants, and that's it.
I would call everyone towards us.
Okay, so
See
the
if this
knights do
squad-
not leave their stations. So 3 of the knights come. The other 4 stay at their stations.
And which stations are there?
The
are
lift
they at?
and the tunnel out. The main entrance in and the main entrance up to where you just came from. If you want them to come, you're basically asking them to leave their post. That will take a roll. Everybody else will show up.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna ask.
All right, it is charisma. You are knighted, so the disadvantage is lost. It's just a regular roll.
And I also have advantage on charisma checks.
Then you would have an advantage right now. You lucky.
12. So that's 13, 14, 15.
15's pretty good. You gonna stay with that?
No. Do we have any charisma cards?
We do have some that we can use. You can have one from Serving Hands, +1 to 16. 16 is the difficulty of the knights.
Right.
They say, may we leave one at each location?
No, I need everyone to me, please.
They circle up, so the lean-to is up, and they have the structure of the building started as the 3 of you walk up. The 2 scouts show up that Valraven was talking about. They nod to Liam. Liam, you've met them numerous times. You've worked with them. They are trustworthy from everything you understand. They walk over and they go, yes, Knight, what is going on? You're back awfully quick. What is all the ruckus and rumbles? The ground has been shaking for the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Oh, yes, the Queen is working very hard, and I'm here. We are back on her behalf. I will look at Valraven and be like, Valraven, can you please explain why we are here? And I'm gonna look at him and give him like these eyes so I can cast this scroll while he's doing a distraction of talking.
Ooh, so you want him to
Yeah.
assist somehow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't want anyone to know you're using the scroll. Is that the game plan?
Yes.
So
Yes.
first, that means I need a stealth roll. He's aiding you. It is your stealth roll.
Okay. I was gonna say, am I able to? Can there be a double aid? Am I able
Nope.
to aid as well?
No, you can't
No,
have
okay, just
triple advantage in this.
Okay.
Stealth would be Dex.
Dexterity to hide what you're doing. You're like standing behind the 2 of them.
Can I cast a spell at the same time? Obviously
Yeah, it's
doing
like
it
a
to try to draw
double,
stuff.
You're gonna cast that damn illusion
Fuck
spell,
yeah.
aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What does the illusion look like if you get it off here?
Nothing, because I failed.
I mean, oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. That's so sad. Do you want advantage on casting?
Yes.
Hold on, I think we have a couple of those left because I know that our bard is probably going to want one too. Advantage on casting. We'll give you Star Drew's advantage on casting. Give another d20 roll then. Let's see if you get it, Valraven.
I got it. 16.
All right. What does it look like?
All
What
right.
is this illusion that you're putting up?
I'm going to make an illusion of Fallis.
Of Fallis?
Of the cast. Yes.
So he walks out like behind you guys out of the shadows?
No, it's just right in the middle because I want everybody's attention because some of them have seen me do this before.
Oh.
Like, it's easier for me to explain if you know what's happened.
Oh,
It seems
you're...
that there might be a traitor in our midst. And as I say that, the shape is going to change a little bit
Okay.
to represent the Boorman.
Oh. You know what?
And, like,
I like that. And as a matter of fact, can you give me a wisdom roll? And I will give you an advantage for what you just did.
14.
Okay. Nothing seems off for you as they all look to follow us to change the
Right.
Boorman. They all look at it, but you are distracting successfully. With that said, I need to know how well Diana did for Millicent. Would you get on your stealth roll with advantage?
16.
Okay, so nobody seems to notice what you're casting. Now it's scroll time. What level scroll is it?
It's a level 2.
So that means you need a 12. I'll give you advantage on casting from serving hands.
Okay, thank you, serving hands.
Adam's already blink, 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 blink.
And then I add my charisma to that.
Correct, that is correct.
13.
The scroll goes off
And a 1.
early.
Jesus.
Yo, that one would have been a mishap. I would have been so excited to turn you into a boar man. It would have been very enjoyable. But hey, that's okay. Adam, how does this spell work?
All right, Zone of Truth, Tier 2. Priest. Duration, focus. Range, near. You compel a creature you can see to speak truth.
Oh,
It can't utter a
creature.
deliberate lie while within range.
Well, so it doesn't work exactly like she thought, but you know what? It's okay. She's never cast this spell. She has no fucking clue. You cast it, you power it up. Who are you going to cast it on?
I would like to do perception check to see if anyone looks like they're nervous and sweating.
I will give you advantage because of the illusion that he cast it.
Great.
Ball Raven,
So
like, put the shock in some of the people if they are here.
that's a 20 on my advantage.
20 on the advantage. Yes. Everybody but the 2 scouts that Vol Raven was speaking about.
So I
That
look at
means 2 knights out of the 7 that are here are legit.
The 2 scouts.
Yup.
Oh my.
So what do you say? What's your
So-
speech? Now that you know, 5 boarmen are staring at you.
Oh shoot.
They're elven looking right now. Yeah, that's probably what it sounds like. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Valraven, the 2 that you spoke to earlier in that camp, the names?
He's like, God damn it.
You mean Favreau? Oh, God. Wait, can I see it? Yes, Sedona and Favreau.
Sedona and Favreau.
2 in the back. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Would you come step by me, please? Both of you.
They look at each other. No offense to question another night, but why, man?
Because I trust you both.
Oh,
Wholeheartedly.
are you trying to rogue innuendo these people right now? Like, are you picking up the boar pieces I'm putting down? Like, is that what you're trying to do right now?
A bit.
Okay.
While she says that, I am going to have the Boorman that I've that
The
Favreau
flawless
changed-
boar
or-
person?
Yeah, I'm gonna change that boar person to
Okay.
look like the.
Can you modify
knight.
it without recasting it?
I'll recast it.
All right, let's see if you can.
Can I?
15 on the die. It's
Okay.
gonna look like the Queen's Royal Guard. It's going to look like.
Oh, with the
I'm going
boar
to
head, like,
change
so it's
it.
in the knight armor, like his royal knight armor with the tower shield. Ooh.
That armor with the tower shield.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna give them
This
advantage.
one struck down.
Audience,
Sweet Follis.
this is a wisdom roll for the 2 elven knights. We have a +2 to what we're doing. Can I get the audience to roll me with advantage for the knights? They are looking at each other like they are in sync. And they know Valraven, man, I have murder the scout on my fucking sheet.
Can I? since all that's happening too,
Yeah,
can I do something too?
Sure, what would you like to
Since
do while they're rolling?
There's a lot of distraction, deception happening right now, and I feel like, you know, not looking at me, I'm this ugly dude just kind of sulked in a corner and everything. Can I make another Phobane?
What are you trying to make?
Herbal remedy.
For Borman?
Yeah.
So you gather some of the supplies you know from coming in. You've gathered. What would be a Borbane? Probably for them. It's
like
probably it's probably the same thing you use for lycanthropy, Wolf's Bane. But it'd be a Boar's Bane of some form. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we have 2 people rolled single dice. I'll take those. We'll take because I always do the first rolls. We have a D20 from Nessie. That let's go over here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this all real like. Nessie, I think, rolled first. Is that correct? Let me bring back to my group here. Nessie D20. Nessie rolls a 4.
What does that mean?
Okay, that's a 4. That's not high enough for them to realize your innuendo for the 4. But the second roll was from Star Drew. That was a second solo die. Star Drew was a 13. That is a 15. The difficulty for them to realize is a 12. They look at you and they're like, I mean, of course, obviously you need us for scouting. And they walk out of around the crowd and walk over to you. Now the other 5 are looking at each other as they look at the Redrick Knight and the boar helm, the boar face. Then they look at each other. Is there anything else as you're in the back mushing paste together? Are you putting it for your arrows again? You putting in that little groove that you have? You kind of.
Yep.
I'm just assuming you wipe it every time you go to shoot off your thumb.
It's a little white.
Think.
I've got on my shooting glove.
Okay.
It's just a little salve I can slide right on there.
With that, I'm going to start by rolling initiative for the Boarmen to put them in the order in case something goes south right now. Audience, I need a D20 roll for the Boarmen. They are not that dexterous. It is only a +1. We'll see what they get. With that said, I'm going to keep the same initiative we have. So I'm going to start in Millicent. I highly doubt I'm rolling a 21. So Millicent, what would you like to say and do? Keep this, I'll even let you use carousing cards if you want to do something fucking crazy.
Oh, shit.
Carousing is normally used to gain experience dealing with the Boarmen. I don't know what you're trying to do here. You got the 2 group over there, but I'm saying if you want to carouse, if you're trying to convince these Boarmen it's over, I don't know how you're separating this. I'm just giving you the chance to do what you want. What would you like to say?
Well, it appears that some of these Boarmen have killed our knight Farless. Farless.
Dick. Yeah, got it. Check. We know, Diana. We know. We've heard you say dick a lot already. False.
And I am not happy. And neither.
Well, and then some of the other people who are it's you guys, the 2 scouts one on each side, everybody else. Then they said, well, of course. And the carpenter's like, of course not. He was our cook. He was amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the carpenters may or may not be a part of this. You don't know. Same with the merchants. You know that the knights are Boarmen. You have no idea if those other people are. They're by their wagons and standing on the back of them so they can see you as you're talking. He was a wonderful person. He cooked for all of us. He made our food supplies last almost twice as long.
Well, he is gone.
He's gone?
Because Boarmen killed him.
How?
And they're amongst you all now.
Wait, amongst us? And the merchants look at each other and to the carpenters because they're kind of near each other. And the knights look at each other like, how is that possible? We are a bunch of elves and workers from the kingdom. And the scouts look, and they behind Liam's back, they start doing hand signs, tapping you. And they are asking, is this a stay or go scenario? Are we taking out those, that are here, kind of across the base of your neck on the bottom so they can't see it, or are we letting her do this? Because they'll draw blades right now.
I'll just put my hand back just
so I can see it.
Up, wait, yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll for my thing now? To
yeah, why not?
I'll see if I was even able to make it. Oh, motherfucker! Yes, let's go. 21. So I've been able to make that stuff. I'm gonna roll a d6 on how many rounds I get with him. I get 4 rounds with him.
Woo! Okay, so you got Bane against Borman. There's 5 of them here at least.
Yep. So I said, so at least this first round, I'm telling them to at least wait because she's got them going right now.
So one of the merchants pipes up and says, Knight Millicent, what are we supposed to do? Well, do we leave? Are we in danger? Are you saying all of us? There's a chance that any of these people here are?
Oh, yes. I can point them out right now, actually.
Wait, what?
Yes. And I point to the 5 knights, and I say, these 5.
They all look at each other like, Madam, we have been honorable knights to the king and queen forever.
To the queen, not to the knight.
No, to the kingdom, to the king and queen forever.
No.
What do you mean, no? Are you questioning me, knight?
I am, because you are all lying, and I have the power to find out. And I have found out, especially since...
Okay. One of them steps up. Larger, not as big as Redrick, but pretty big for an elven knight. And he gets close to you, like a couple foot, in close range, within 5 foot, striking distance. And he says, if you keep running your mouth, I will challenge you. I will challenge you to a duel right here. Right now, you are scaring the people of the kingdom.
Then take your bowman and go into the wall.
There's no Borman here, he says. There's no Borman. I don't understand the words you're saying. What do you want her to do?
Now Raven's gonna let out a loud noise. Oh fuck, we forgot the queen!
Is that the sign to call the king in? Like, what does that mean?
Huh?
Is that
the attention on me?
Oh, okay. A couple of the knights look at you.
So,
where is the queen? One of the carpenters say.
Great. Yeah. So, weird dryad thing was in there, and I'm gonna change the image again to look like the dryad prior.
Roll.
Right.
Do you need advantage?
Let me add it first. I got an 11, which makes it.
Okay. Oh, it's level 1. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's level 1. I'm gonna make it look like that dryad prior to being infected by that tree. The one that
dryad.
Is against,
the one that was missing its hand.
That was against Verdantis that these Bormen pray to. And I'm going to.
They have no idea who. They have no idea who the dryad is.
It's fine. That's fine. We saw this creature in there, and it's.
What is that? It looks like it's related to the king.
A bit,
That's
but
what
I mean,
a carpenter
I don't know
says.
Great. The only creatures here that would worship the Collector or Verdantis are the Bormen. I'm going to go ahead and say. This thing called Verdantis tried to kill it, and it stole the queen into those tunnels.
One of the merchants raises their hand on the back and kind of like steps up on the wheel of one of the wagons and says, Verdantis is the caretaker. The queen speaks highly of her. Is she a bad person?
What I'm looking for is while I'm doing this is if any of the Bormen react.
Oh, they are all looking back and forth at each other. One just stepped up to challenge another knight to a duel, which is normal. Right. It'll happen. 2, they're all looking at each other because all of this sounds crazy, and they're trying to play the part of it sounding crazy. If you want to see through anything, I would need a roll.
I will make a roll to try to see through it.
All right.
To see if any of them don't seem surprised.
It is wisdom between the truth piece and that she has casted, because she knows at least one of them is a boar. Okay. That I'll give you advantage for it because you have a pretty good indicator. Set up the rope traps on these boars. Is
First
what
one
says.
First roll was only an 8. Thank God for that advantage because the second roll was a natural fucking 20.
Woo! This is
Go!
You think they are being honest in what they're saying, and they don't know they are.
They don't know they are?
Remember, the king didn't know that he was charmed.
Interesting.
There is a good chance that they don't know. Now, magic goes through normal lies. She knows that this person is a Boreman. You know that the knight that just stepped up to you and challenged you, he's a Boreman. But they do not seem to believe they are. They believe that they are elven knights of the kingdom of ETHUANTIA.
So the spell is still going off even though the queen
Yeah.
is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, the spell still works. Yeah, they are Boreman. That person, because it only works one target, it says, is a Boreman. The two scouts sign on the back of Liam again. Confused. They give you the sign of are we bringing them with us or are we leaving them here? Are we going to scout? The other one signs Queen, King, where?
I'll sign scouting. Queen, I'll make it easy. Queen, just thumbs down, gone.
Yep.
King,
Up.
Is safe. Yes.
Okay. So the two scouts say, this fight between knights is not worth anyone's blood. We need to be scouting and making sure we are safe. This fight needs to stop. And he steps over and steps between Millicent and what you know is for sure a Boreman and puts his hand up. Says, in the name of the king and queen, you stop this. We will separate. We can talk about this tomorrow. We are hungry. We need food and water. Let's separate this for now and solve it when we're back at the kingdom. Our mages can help us with this. This soldier in camp should be closed. It is not safe to open here. That is what Sedana says. He's like, I don't believe this is safe. And he looks to all the knights in front and looks back to your group. We should close this down and leave.
All right.
Do you agree? And he looks like to you two, like he's challenging you to a duel and you're calling him a piece of shit. He's are we in agreement?
In honor of the king and queen. Fine. We shall discuss this back at the kingdom.
Then, round up the camp. We leave in an hour. Grab the food, the water, grab whatever wagon still works. We leave in an hour. Because he doesn't know how much time you actually have. And he walks away to start helping. So Favreau is still with you. The other scout walks away. The knight who's in front of you and goes, we will handle this in the ring. And he turns around and walks away to the rest of the knights. Basically saying, we'll fight at a tournament ground. We're not doing it here.
Okay.
Leaving you all with just the merchants, the carpenters, and the one scout. What do you want to do? As they start packing up.
I'm going to go ahead and look over to Liam. You want to relay to the king that we're on the move and see if he wants to join us. And then I'll look over to Millicent. Which ones did you clock as Boremen? And I'll tell her the ones that I saw that I thought were acting weird.
Every
To
night.
those.
Every night you thought acted weird. She knows that one night is. Because the truth thing only works on one target.
And I would say the one that challenged me is definitely a woman.
Well,
Other ones that were there, I don't know if they know that they're Boremen or not. But
Right, if they're under the spell.
Right. So maybe on the way back, the people are taken care of.
I think Favreau looks like one. There's the king, and it's just you all. And he kind of puts his back to the merchants and stuff. Is the king nearby?
Yes.
Liam?
Yes.
We should bring him in to calm the people. Even if some of them are Boremen, we have worked with them for the last day and a half. We set up the camp, you left, like they helped the whole time. I know you're saying, Madam Knight, that they are with Verdantix and the Queen, but we have only seen elves since we have traveled the 6 days here. Took a day to set up camp. The least we can do is put them in prisons back in the kingdom versus slaying them in the field. I have known some of those knights for 3 decades. And if they hide themselves this long, for their own safety, wouldn't they hide themselves till we get home?
They hide themselves until we go through that wall. That was what happened. But
I
yes,
think what
no,
the issue here...
Then we don't
there's-
take them there. Is it a disease? Is there something to be cured?
We don't know if
Oh.
it can be cured, but it seems like the Queen wanted to bring in more of those boar people that she was changing into the city to take it over.
The rule of the knights is, unless you have taken action against the king and queen, you'll have the right to say your piece. The ones that died where you were, they were against us. These ones have not done that yet.
Yet.
If all people were evil, then we would have killed numerous over the years, just because they were fungal knots or kobolds that we just had in our presence. I think we wait. I am a scout. I do not have the last say. You are breachers and knighted. The say is yours. But I believe we bring them with us.
We can bring them with us, and if they are under a spell, well, hopefully we can take the spell off.
Let's have them lead with Liam and myself and put them between us and the king in case something goes wrong.
That's fair.
There's 5 of them.
That is fair.
Do we have an hour now that we have some peace? And the carpenters and merchants are like talking to each other and like packing boxes, but they're like murmuring, like, oh fuck, like that kind of murmuring.
We need to leave as quickly as humanly possible.
Then I'm going to tell them 10 minutes. Food, water, supplies, we go.
Yes.
We'll grab the king.
Excellent. You head back to the king. Audience, I need a d6 roll. Don't roll a 1. As you are walking back to the king through the tunnels, do all of you go or just Valraven? So Liam, Valraven, Millicent stays here with the people. So 2 of you go back. Excellent. As you're heading back through the tunnels and round the corner, the king is sitting there praying because they rolled a 6. Nothing bad is going on. As he is sitting there praying, he sees you come around. He stands up. There are like plants that have blossomed around him, grass. It looks like a tiny miniature, maybe 10-foot grove around him. Little trees and bushes have sprouted. And he stands up because you've given him time to kind of center himself. And he goes, well, how did the people of the kingdom take it? The death of the queen and whatnot.
We had to use some illusions to convince them that the king is still trapped inside.
Wait, you didn't tell them that the queen passed?
No, we're trying to figure out who the boarmen are. So, I apologize. This is very stressful. I just lost my best friend. I apologize. Or my
Understandable.
Fuck.
Understandable. I
We
just
have
watched
one
you eat
confirmed
my
boarman.
wife, and I am not having words with you yet.
You know what? Fair. Liam, you tell him. I fucked up.
Yes.
I like how you just Muppet walked off the screen.
Yes, no, my king. I would relay all that to him. Yes, we were able to convince them. The guards. It seems like they are definitely Boormen, but they don't know it. Seems that the queen's spell upon them. Hopefully, we can all get back quickly. We're trying to get them together as possible. Wanted to get you so we could all leave, my king.
Then I will help them pack. We need the strength to get this done. Let's get ourselves out of here now.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And he will wander back with you to the camp. Walk back. When he walks in, you see him like all the teal in him gets brighter. You see his beard is like perfectly tamed again. All of the like aggressive combat vines and spikes he had are back in. The saddles have settled back in on him, the horns. And he walks into the camp and people start, "Sir, king, my king." He's like, "Enough. We pack and we leave now." And he puts his hand on the ground and starts raising his hand up and creating these small wooden, almost like triumgulate creatures to help the packing process. Let's see how many I get. I am successful on the roll. Audience, give me a D6. That's how many of the helpers we create. Each one will cut it down by 10 minutes out of the hour that we need. And he will also cut it down some. So he's going to cut it in half. If we can get 3 helpers with everybody else, we'll be out of here in 10. 1d6, we need a 3. And this is assuming everybody else is helping as well.
Yes.
As we are packing up, Liam, the 2 scouts make their way back over to you. And while they're rolling, we're going to have a little chat.
You and me? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, everyone can hear. They can hear this. It's in the camp. It's not secretive. The two elven Sedona and Favreau show up. Like, we know a secret route out of here. We weren't with you on this journey into the wall, but there is a site that I have seen the queen use that takes her home immediately. Should we venture there? See if we can't activate this magical device? Maybe we can just port all of our people out of the wall. I've seen her use it countless times. I am not a magic user, but we do have Millicent with us and the king. They both understand magics. It's the safest route.
Well, that was our biggest fear, is trying to get back, but as if you do know the routes to get there,
Can I, just because I've kind of followed her out here a little bit as well too, can I do like an insight check?
What do you want to know? Are you trying to see if they're lying, or are you...
Well, see if maybe I could kind of figure out, because I've been kind of around this area before. See if maybe I do know kind of the route that they're talking about.
Yeah, well,
notice
this location is probably more the right words. Yeah, okay, you are welcome to give me a... it would be wisdom for seeing people are lying. If it's you knowing a location, it would be intelligence.
Okay. No, I can't figure it out. That's only a 6.
It's less than a day here. By night, well, by 8 hours, we should be there. If we push an hour with caravan, we should make it. If we leave the wagons behind, I think we can make it there in 6 hours.
The wagons, that means we wouldn't have any of our supplies that we need.
No, but it is a risk that might be worth it.
Let me discuss with the group. I like that. You know me. I always trying to get to the fastest places. Let me bring it up.
It will involve magic.
All right.
Valraven also uses it. That's 3 people who understand magics. Valraven created this weird astrolane globe of stars. He understands travel in magics of the cosmos more than any of us. That is a truthful thing that Valraven did. He's shaking his head in his background, but that is how he got these guys drunk. I remember.
What I mean by that head shaking is I was telling a fucking story.
You were, and they failed. So they believed every word.
Yes.
This is what lying does. Remember, I kept track? The whole front of my book is every lie.
That Blake has told?
Everyone has told.
We might have lied a few times. All right, I'll bring it up. Thank you, friends. Appreciate it.
Well, you go back and talk to them. What do you want to do? What are you going to tell the group? You know what? Because we are close to the end of the show, I'm going to let you guys discuss without me. Just in case you don't want me to know. Because I feel backstabbery in the air.
What? Yeah, so I tell you guys all that information.
we can go. So we can use this thing that takes us back to the kingdom, or try to go the long way.
I don't see why not. We can do the thing that takes us back to the kingdom.
It requires magic. 2 of you.
Yes, we can try.
Hey. All the magic I know how to do is either the sword or the weird shadow shit. I'll try. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I don't see why not. It's an attempt, right?
What if we just took the scout and the scouts and the kings with us? I mean, the rest of these people could just wander back on their own.
That's true. Have them head back to the kingdom. That could be potentially a good way for us to get there before them. Yes, have them take the supplies.
Yes, how do we convince them of that? The knight's already on my case.
Have the king.
Oh, tell the king to announce it.
Yeah.
He has the power.
Exactly.
Tell
And then
them.
it'll naturally thin out the herd. We need less merchants in the world. So, I mean, maybe they'll die on the way too. And the carpenter. I don't like the carpenter. So, like, they can all wander back on their own with the knights, and then we'll actually be able to see in 12 days when they get back whether or not it's worth fucking dealing with. The only ones I care about are the 2 scouts and the king.
Yes, the scouts are trustworthy, I do believe.
Oh yes, they didn't react to it, which is why I call them forward.
Sure. So
Now, the carpenters, I'm not sure about.
I'm gonna eat them.
No, not yet.
Can't eat everyone. So are we taking all of them, or are we sending half there, and then half?
We
and then
can
us?
actually it would make sense. We would send half back because they have to take the carriages and everything, and then we should
People
go
we know
back-
we can trust come with us.
Right.
Sure.
Until the others have proven us. Oklahoma.
Sounds
October.
good.
It gives us 12 days to solve the problem. Kick the can down the road. Or we can all go live in the wall again.
No.
This is a good plan.
What is going on?
The universal hand signal for put your headphones in.
It's one for each ear, right? Stick it in.
Yeah.
So, with that said, over the course of 10 minutes, everything packs up quickly. The 2 scouts come over to you, Favreau and Sedona. Favreau has told Sedona the plan as well. Look, what he told Liam. What are we doing? Are we taking the long trek, or are we taking the magical shortcut?
We're doing both.
What?
Don't look. Hey, be polite. Anyways, so both of you.
I traveled with you for a week. I trust you. Why would we split us up?
Let me be. The camp is infested with boar people.
Sure.
We need to be able to capture them, and we don't want to have to worry about something happening to them and stabbing us in the back. So
Okay.
here's my plan. Both you and Sedona will travel with us, as well as our party and the king. We're going to go to the portal. We're going to portal back. That buys us 12 days time for them to get back, and we can round them up, or take actual trusted guards that we know may not be affected. They've never traveled outside the wall, and then we can capture them and separate them to figure out what's going on.
So
Buys
Donna
us time.
and Favreau look at each other, look back at you. You want to...
Split the party. Yes, I do.
Should we take Millicent with us as well, since she knows magic?
That's what I'm saying.
We've heard
No,
this-
Our whole group.
Oh.
No.
Oh, sweet
Our
God, I
group.
thought you just met
Both
me
of
and
you.
you.
And the king! Don't forget the king!
No, the king, both of you, and our party.
So you're going to
together.
send the merchants, the carpenters, and the boarmen
with
back?
the knights. Yeah.
Okay.
Bring the stuff back.
What if they kill
You
the
trust
merchants,
them?
the boarmen? We're not protecting the citizens of the kingdom. The king will
You're
not
right.
go for this.
Well, the king's gonna have to decide: does he want a kingdom full of people that can turn at any moment and
The
kill
king-
everybody inside,
I
or the
would-
ability to control what's happening?
The king will stay with his people and walk them back. I know him. I've worked with him for 100 years. Liam, you know he would not say that. He would stay with the people. Now, and he kind of looks at Favreau, and Favreau's like, don't. He's like, if the king was also under the queen's control, maybe sending them all together is not a bad idea. I don't mean anything bad, but It would give us time to talk to the mages back in the kingdom, right? And Favreau's like, we're going to be put in prison. We're going to be put in dungeons. There's just no way.
Wait, the older one said this? I'm
Yes.
gonna go right over to Sedona. You're a goddamn genius. I'm gonna put my hand up for a handshake.
Okay, he takes it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, wrong hand. I did the wrong hand. There we go. He's like, I'll follow your lead. Who's telling the king?
I can't.
They all turn and look at Millicent.
Oh, I thought I wasn't part of this. You guys talked
You're
about
here with
me.
us.
You talked about me like I wasn't here.
I never said anything bad about
We're all
you.
together. Yeah.
So you're all telling me you want to leave the king to go the long way.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, if he may be still controllable. What if that creature you spoke of can do the same thing? That dryad. Because they don't even know the huge version of her. That hasn't even been discussed yet.
Accurate.
What if she can do what the queen does? If this Verdantix and Dryad or in league?
So why not have the king farther away from the dryad?
Because the king will not say no, will not go with us. He will be with his people. Merchants and carpenters are the lifeblood of his
So
kingdom.
Then we should just all go through together.
No. I do agree the head start of getting back is smart. I do agree. I just think taking the king... Look, Millicent, if you can convince the king this is a good idea to join us and send 5 fucking boarmen back with 4 citizens of the kingdom that journeyed out here with us, if you can convince the king that this is a good idea, by all means. I can't do that, and I will not do that. Now, him leading his people is what he wants to naturally do anyway. That's my point.
Let's go talk to the king.
No, there's no us. There is you. That's the both scouts look at each other and they nod their heads.
You look over at Liam and he's just like all fucked up. He's like,
Wait, I'm fucked. This is a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah. I watched you eat my queen. We will talk later. From here on out, Valraven's like distance, my friend.
I don't know if I'm going back. That's why I
So-
really want to have the break.
So Diana, is Millicent going to go over there and talk to the king on her
Yes,
own?
I guess
Excellent.
so.
Excellent. I would like to enact carousing rules for this. I think that this is a moment that is worth XP. But I think this XP should be based on carousing with the head of an entire kingdom, risking possibly the entire kingdom having no rulership on failure. If he goes with them and dies, there's no one. If they go with you and he dies, there's no one. Regardless, both options are risky as fuck. So, Bard, what carousing abilities do you have?
I have a prolific. I can add 1 group. I have group carousing. 1 or more bards add 1d6 to their roll.
We are going to dig deep, and I am going to pull Rouge Rogue's card, giving you a 1 to whatever your carousing roll is. Now, very early in this game, I made a carousing chart for the king and queen. I will cut out any of the queen options. There's only 2 on this table, okay? So it's not a ton. Also, no one has guessed what the Raging Dryad is. No one has guessed it yet. This will be charisma based. When you walk up to the king, he's gathering up all the people who are helping pack and like bringing them back into his body under his robe so he's whole again. He was looking a little thinner because he split himself. He sees you approach and he kind of kneels down to be able to talk to you easily. I shouldn't say kneel. He would sit. He wouldn't kneel. Yes, Millicent, is there something we need before we leave?
No, yes, there's been some talk. Just in terms of safety.
Yes, people
and-
seem very worried.
No,
I don't blame
I know. I don't blame them either. But here's what we are thinking. The queen has had a secret way of getting back way faster. And I think some of us should go through that way to meet up with some mages of the town to see if we could reverse this curse upon all of these people.
Back where?
Including
to
yourself.
To the kingdom. She can get back to
Yes.
I don't remember any of my travels. I have been to that tree before, but I don't remember.
Because she's hidden stuff from you. The scouts have told me they've
My
seen
brain-
her go through it.
My brain seems foggy like a swamp. Okay. What does this? Is it a shortcut? Is it magic?
It is a magical shortcut. That way we can talk to someone back at the kingdom quick as possible before all these people come and arrive, so we can find out the truth. Including you, my king.
I am not.
What
leaving.
if-
I am not leaving my people? I will walk them home if that's what's needed.
Feel like it is. In case you turn against, I don't know. I mean, we don't know.
In case
None of
what?
us knows. You turn against us, perhaps, or against
Me.
Oh,
She's
the
dead.
Dryad is, but the
I
Dryad is
watched, and he
coming.
points across. Valraven can't hear the conversation other than, I watched him eat the queen. He's like quiets himself as he's pointing to Valraven across the soldier camp. I'm the concern?
No, you're not the. I'm just saying. I think it's best to separate the bowmen because you're not going to leave these people.
So you wish me to walk them back in case things go awry?
Yes.
Then why wouldn't you take the carpenters and merchants with you? And I will walk the knights back.
Because I don't know if they're under the spell as well.
By Ord's beard. I don't like this.
Neither do I, to be honest with you.
I need a charisma roll from you. This is going to be for carousing. I will give you a carousing. I will let you use... What level are you now?
6.
How many? I will let you use up to 6 carousing cards, which will kill the rest of them. None for season 2. I will give you a +6 to your carousing roll. You're doing this solo.
Can I use my advantage on charisma?
Absolutely. You can use your advantage on charisma for the roll, and I'll let you use your bardic ability. I think you have something for carousing for bardic, don't you?
I get a 1d6 to my roll.
Okay. I will let you use that as well.
Okay.
So you remember the rules. It is a D8 plus your D6 plus 6.
D8
Plus a D6
plus a d6
plus 6.
plus 6.
Not your charisma bonus, though, because that's not how it works. It's an event roll. As you are
Okay,
trying to
so
convince him. He is not
D8
easily
and
swayed.
D6.
I
And
will
it's-
tell you, if
Yeah.
you don't get a... Let's see here. What is it? A 12? 11. 11 or higher, there's some bad outcomes.
And these are for just the 2 die, right? Not the
It's
D20.
just the 2 dice. No, there's no D20. It's just the 2 dice plus the 6 from the cards. If you use all 6. Do you want to
Okay.
use all 6 cards? I'm still going to give experience to the party for this and everything, but do you want to use all 6?
Sorry, I'm a little confused.
It's
I
a
thought that
D8
you-
plus a D6
Right.
plus carousing
6.
cards.
Oh,
Do you
plus
want to use
carousing
6 carousing
cards.
cards?
No, I don't want to use all 6, just in case.
So this is the season finale.
Fine, use all 6.
So Stardrew, Serving Hands, Nessie, Stardrew, KJ, and Rogue Rouge, or Rouge Rogue, are all of our cards. So D8, D6 plus 6. You need 11 or higher.
Okay, and I have
Plus 6.
advantage.
Yeah,
Plus
but
6.
you have an advantage on charisma rolls. There's no charisma roll here right now. This is
Oh, I
just
thought
carousing.
Okay, here we go.
You're getting your D8. And your
13.
bonus
That's a-
D6.
I have
13
a
plus 6,
13 plus
19.
6.
Plus 6? 13 plus 6? What'd you
Yes.
roll?
She rolled,
rolled
an
an
8
8
and
and
a
a
5.
I
On
didn't know
a 14 plus, the king agrees. But on agreeing, he gives you a piece of himself. He pulls out a solid teal apple.
that. Okay.
He takes a bite out of the side and hands you the apple. The inside is a combination of greens and autumn oranges and golds. He says, this apple, if I don't make it back, plant it in the center of the throne.
And you will come back?
I will not come back 100% of myself, but it will give them a king still. Or I should say, a prince.
All right.
The group is going to get an extra 6 experience points tonight. You rolled a 19, which adds 3 more. We're going to get an extra 9 experience on top of the rest of the show tonight. I'm going to write that down. I will go with them. I would like you all to leave, and I will explain this to them. I don't want you and the rest of your team at risk. Are you sure about the 2 scouts? That Favreau and Sedona are safe to go with you?
Yes.
Then gather them up. I will gather the rest. I will distract them while you leave. I'll give you a few moments. And he walks away and he says, carpenters, merchants, and he starts pulling the rest of the groups together.
All right.
When you make it back to the group, your other 2 and the 2 scouts, what do you want to tell them? Are you holding the apple, or did you pocket it?
I would pocket it.
Okay.
For now. I said, all right. The king has agreed. Let us go on our journey.
Oh, good.
Grab food first, just in case.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming the elves, the 2 scouts, brought food for all of you for the trip. There's enough for each of you for the journey. They say it's 1 day from here. They brought 4 days of water and food for each person. And they kind of spread it out. So you'll have 4 rations.
Nice.
And then there'll be enough for 4 days of water on each person. I'm assuming you summon the cauldron to put some of this in.
Hell yeah.
Cool, make a roll. Because that means it's 4 rations and 4 waters.
4.
Would you like advantage?
Carried 4 rations.
Would you like an advantage? All right, advantage on the roll. We will use serving hands.
JD,
How much can you fit in there?
I can fit 4 slots in there.
Don't worry.
4. So they put 4 waters in there because that's pretty heavy. So everybody else has to fit 4 rations and 4 waters. Doesn't each line hold, is it 3 rations?
Yeah,
It's
you
3
said
rations.
4.
So each line will also hold 3 waters. So that means that each of you are going to
I can
have...
carry all of it.
Right, but everyone should carry their own in case you die. Or something happens.
All right.
So I would like a journey roll to make it here between you and the scout. Liam, you have advantage. You have the 2 scouts with you. They will give you a +2 to your roll. I will also give you a +1 from the cards.
Okay. So an additional +3.
Yep.
I get an advantage on this.
Yep, because you already have advantage. They can't give you advantage, so they're just giving you a bonus.
Good. Whoops. Well. That is going to be a 15.
With the +3.
Yeah, with the +3.
It takes a little longer than you would like. Would you like to use a day shorter card to get there a little quicker, to make sure it doesn't take 2 days?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll use a day shorter from Sarger. On arrival, I'm going to pull up a map for you on the tactile area. You travel through this grove. It is open. You come from the south, through all the trees. And they tell you, look, when we get here, the eyes watch constantly, but I don't believe they are part of what we just saw. They have been here for as long as the queen has been coming. I think this is a source of where she found some of her newfound magics. And sure enough, going through that, those eyes are on vines and trees, and they watch you and they blink, but they don't like menacingly follow you. Favreau says, I've heard the queen call this the Gazing Grove. I don't know how it functions, what it does, other than these stones we come up on. She has used them to bring herself and supplies to somewhere else or to home. I don't know how to activate them. The passage up is pretty smooth. In the center, there is a circular piece of stone that comes out. It's cut on like a perfect slant, facing the road out of this starred pattern of moss-covered pillar runes, and they go outside of the view of light as you guys are making your way up towards them. I'm going to put people on the map. If you hit tactical map, it's on the tactical map, if you guys are not looking at it.
Trying to get there. There we go.
I just put you
You're
on.
gonna have to control me because every time I open up Ancestor, it seems to be dropping my connection.
Gotcha.
Why?
So you're having... I got you. I
It's
will
not coming up.
hit refresh on the map, and I will close it and open it again for you. Then the audience can see it, and that's what matters the most for this. Ooh, I don't want Flawless. That's the three of you, and then I just need the king. Make sure to hit the thing in the corner. It should look like a huge white map.
Yeah, it does. It just mine's not moving at all.
Yeah, mine's being weird.
Ugh.
What's not moving?
I got it to move. The map, so I can.
It's
find where-
very large.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change this guy. King did not come with you. Oh, that's right. You guys left the king behind. It's just you and the knights. Never mind. Never mind.
Scouts.
Scouts, yeah, just the two knighted scouts. Okay, so never mind. I don't need him at all. I'll just bring them. So they are with you. The place is quiet, very serene. There is a wind in here that doesn't make a lot of sense. Here, I'll reopen it and see if it makes it easier for you. If you scroll wheel out, you can zoom pretty far. It should make it a little easier to move. It is a big map. That centerpiece that there has a weird ambient, like, green pulse to it. And you see little sparks of light come off of it and kind of fade into nothing, like outside of the globe of light. Each of you has one torch that you can carry with you. Who is carrying the torch for the day?
I can carry it. I don't.
Starhenge. Yeah, that's a good name for it. Stardrew. Or JD, I mean. Starhenge.
So we're looking at a different map.
There's two of them, so go to the other one. Here, I'll switch back and forth. You're on the garden.
Yes, there's a garden.
Okay, you want this one. Give it a sec. Boom. Did that switch it for you?
No, we don't see anything yet.
For me, not yet.
Well, I'm telling you what, man.
Oh, here we go.
I do it one more time.
No, I got it.
It's very slow. It's a fucking huge map. It's a huge
back
map.
to the garden.
Who's?
My-
It shouldn't be. You can select them. Look
My,
at that.
my laptop's just running slow.
I'll do it one more time. Who's carrying the torch while I switch the map back?
I said I was.
Okay. I will drop the map also in our cast chat just so you guys can see it to make your life a little easier. If you're carrying the torch, I started our timer. When you get there, there is a hum. It sounds like a 5 tuning forks going off at a very low to like mid frequency. And it's loud enough that everyone can hear it. And they say, we've never crossed into this pattern. We don't know how it works, Liam, but we've seen her walk up to that thing in the center. She does something, and she almost, like, it looks like she's pulled apart. Then we've traveled back, and she's in the kingdom. We know they use this.
Does it look painful when she gets pulled apart?
It pulls, we thought that maybe Valraven knew about this because it makes this huge astral guide that shines between the pillars.
Do I have a flashback card?
No. We used the last one. Unless somebody played another one. I'll look.
With
Flashback.
Wizard's Apprentice.
No, none.
None? Okay. With Wizard's Apprentice and that low hum that seems to be going in the 5 different points that are sitting there, do I notice... Can I roll to see like what might cause them to activate if it's noise?
Are you walking
If it
in or
seems
staying
like-
where you are?
I'm walking in.
Okay, so it's automatically all things here are a disadvantage. The difficulty to use this thing is an 18 in general.
Okay.
Knowledge on it is also an 18. So if you would like to give me a roll, you can. If somebody would like to
will
assist you,
Yeah.
that will give you an advantage on your roll.
I will assist. Do I roll as well?
No. Whoever's aiding the other one gives the advantage. I'm going to reboot Alchemy because I have a feeling alchemy is choking for everybody right now.
Yeah, mine's being a pain.
Do
in
I
the
get
ass.
any additional bonuses for the background of Wizard's Apprentice?
That's
For
the
each
advantage.
of
That's what the advantage is.
That's
So
the advantage.
your
Okay.
advantage washes
Cool.
the disadvantage,
Perfect. Okay.
and then she's giving you advantage on top of that.
And is this wisdom or intelligence?
Int.
Int. Okay. Do we have any intelligence?
I can give you a smarter card as well.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. I will reduce the map size some too.
It gets rid of the minus, but I only got a 17.
17. Do you have any breacher points?
I'm out of breach points unless we've got one. in-
Does anyone have a breacher card out there? There is one breacher die from Serving Hands that
I'll
was played
fucking
tonight.
take it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
All right.
Serving Hands.
We're at a
D6 on
17.
top.
I got a
Man.
1. That makes it an 18.
So look, yes, you know what it is. You've seen these before in your travels. They're not always in such a big space. They're usually in a smaller space. You've also seen them in the Breacher's Journal from Astrolane. And they say these are Astrolane guides, like waypoints, that let you go from one waypoint to another. Activating them is dangerous, though. They said that if you do it wrong, it can send you to places that are unknown, especially if you don't have some form of map or way to guide yourself through it, which this party does not have. What, Valraven, as you walk up to it, is there anything you want to do? Are you telling people to stay out?
What I'll do is I'll look over to Millicent. I'll be like, oh, this is way beyond the shit I know how to do. I'll share the information I've gathered so far. I'll be like, we need to find a way, one, to focus on where we want to travel to. So if there's any... Actually, we have those blue leaves on our armor, don't we?
And what do
I want
those
to
do?
see if... I want to see if those are giving off any kind of magic, or if there's like any kind of sense of like where we came from.
No, they are magical. That is known already. Remember, they allow them to make sure that when you're trying to keep secrets, it helps you with that. Like, it makes it harder to make you lie. But there's
What I'm
nothing.
searching for is a feeling of that magic specifically. 'cause
Nothing
it's
tied to
inherent,
it.
like, where
No,
we're
this
at.
seems
Okay.
related to the king more than it does anything. The leaves seem a part of the king, not a part of this.
Okay.
That's how I would explain it the best.
Okay.
Maybe, hopefully that runs better now. If you turn the tactical map on and off, it should run a little better for you. I changed the size down, made it a little bit easier. It's running smoother on my end after rebooting, and I turned off motions, but it should run a little smoother. I'll put you guys all back on the map now that I've said that.
OBKB.
So you're up
Stop
here.
being unresponsive.
Yep. I'll put the rest of you outside of it. Is there any other questions?
You'll look. Wait, you're looking for an item that will.
He was just wanting to know if the leaves would be tied to this. No, they are not.
Oh, the leaves. Not like you need an item to show this.
Nope, he doesn't know how it works.
I just shared the information with you that it's a portal. It seems like we need to find some way to, one, activate it, two, guide ourselves back. Otherwise, it's going to plop us out somewhere else.
That is correct.
Good, Millicent. You have any ideas?
I don't know. I mean,
You could walk up and try to activate it.
yeah. I mean.
That is why you're all here.
Go up to it and look at it. See if we can study it.
Are you walking up as well?
Yes.
All right. So I have Valraven up there. You're walking up to this as well. Is anyone else going up there?
I'll walk up kind of. I want to stay on the outskirts of it a little bit, but I want to do like a scout
Are you
around.
passing the lines of the stones to get in, the pillars with the
No,
boss on them?
I do not want to do that yet because they told me.
So Liam
stay
and
back.
the two scouts will stay with Liam. Like, look, if we are going to leave, I know we have to be inside that thing.
We all have to be in there with it.
To make it work, I've seen her bring an entire like stockpile of goods back with her lead night. I thought it was just her casting magic, but the more I've traveled these walls, the more it feels like it's a part of the land of walls that we are in. It's not natural.
Liam hears that, and he kind of glances over, and all right, and he'll take a step over the line.
Okay, so they will follow you because they are with you on this, right? So they'll move themselves up.
Move in.
Is the group all kind of gathered around this stone pillar with this? It's green. It's got weird. Maybe it's a language, but like glowing glyphs on it.
Yeah, can we see if we can read it?
I mean,
What
they're
language?
none of your languages. I will tell you that.
All right.
You can make an intelligence roll disadvantage to try to make sense of it. I will even let you use a spellcasting card for advantage to wash it if you want.
Yeah,
Basically, I'll give you a card that washes the penalty.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll take the
Alright.
disadvantage though. I'm just curious.
Alright.
'cause I've been in the walls a lot.
Mine's a 16.
So
Intelligence, okay, 16.
Disadvantage. 15 at disadvantage.
Even with the like a smarter card, Diana, Millicent has no idea what this language is. Like, you feel like you begin to make pieces out, and they glow and shift and change. You know that they are a vertical language, and that's about all you understand.
Can we do some type of check to dig deep when we were in the Astrolane?
You were never part of the Astrolaners. You fuckers stole the armor and stole the book. You were never Astrolaners.
Can we make a roll to see if we remember looking through the book to see if we saw anything?
If we had a flashback card, which we have none of.
Fudge holes, butt holes.
I will say that Serving Hands put up an advantage card, though. We do have an advantage card, which we have very few of this.
Is there a
there's
way to, like, the magic and stuff for those of us that are able to cast magic to kind of just, like, explore with it to, like, try to get, like, is there something that I could roll to try to get, like, a better feeling or knowledge of, like, what might activate something without choosing
I
where it
would
go?
say, well, no, you could, first thing you have to learn is how to activate it. And I would say this, there are two ways to go about this. You guys could take the entire day, search the moss, search the pillars, search the device. And I will have the audience roll a d6, and on a 1 or 2, something bad happens. If you are going to take just a few minutes to look over it and figure out how to activate it, I will have the audience roll a d6, and it's only on a 1 something bad happens. Because you are playing with time. So do you want to take an hour, or sorry, take a day and like really look in this, and I will make the DC easier? Or do you want to try to get it to function and get the fuck out of here as quick
I
as
think
possible?
we should take a day, personally.
Okay.
We're 2 days here, they're 14 days out. So they're 12 days out now.
Oh, it's not about them.
Oh, no.
About the
I just.
food.
It's about the raging fucking dryad.
Oh, yeah.
And all the eyes. This forest is full of eyes. This is called the Gazing Garden.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to take the whole day, or what's the
You're going to need is how much time do you need? I don't know anything about the magics.
She walks up and she gets it to work in a matter of minutes. We watched her do it. I don't, again, even with keen sight, I know she plays with the glyphs that are on it. Once in a while, she'll go to one of the pillars, but I've never seen her pull moss away or anything. She speaks all the time while she's here and talking, but I don't know if she's talking to herself or to the magics that are here.
What language is she speaking in?
I don't know it. It's not Elven. It's not Sylvan. It's none of the wall languages. I've never heard it before. I was hoping as Astrolaners, pointing to Valraven and Millicent, that you would know the language.
No, we weren't.
Lies.
I am going to start speaking to the sword in Marinus.
It speaks back to you and says, hungry.
And I'll continue in Marinus. I can get you more food.
Where?
I need you to tell me how we open up these rocks. There's a whole city of food. A kingdom of food.
Show me.
And I'll go ahead and I'll pull that hilt up, and I'll just walk it past.
Face the
each
mouth
of
towards
the-
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Audience. Audience.
No.
Oh yeah,
towards the
the mouth on the sword is opening and closing like it's mouthing words. It's like a steel trap maw that opens and closes. Inside, there's just this flowing red liquid and streams of it coming out and kind of dissipating into the air around the sword. The two scouts look at Liam like, what in the actual fuck is going on?
I don't actually know.
All of you hear a weird language you don't understand, but the tonation cuts through the sound of the sword has eaten the kobold. You hear the kobold's tone. You would hear, who else did it eat besides the queen? You ate 3 things, right?
Verdantix. No, it was
Oh,
like
Verdantix.
the tree Verdantix.
You hear Verdantix's voice come out, and then you would hear the queen's voice come out. In a different language, you know the sound of a person's voice. And it's obvious, this thing, and it's going through them all and speaking. And in the same Mirren that it speaks to you, it says, "This is the language of the stars. I can open the gate, but I desire food to do so."
Do you
Is
want a
that being-
small meal now, or do you want to have a big
Now
meal?
I need the essence to grant myself the power to open. The two
gonna turn back to the
scouts move behind Liam. They lean into Liam. One puts his hand on your back and says, "That thing's trying to kill us." Like, signs it to your back.
So,
Which means I
Sword
understand that language.
That you do. Oh boy. Oh, no.
And it says, "Feed me." Or in the words of Servant Hands, "Feed me, Seymour."
so this is hungry, but it'll take us home. Someone's got to feed it.
What do you mean someone
look
has
over-
to feed it?
To Millicent.
You're asking me to sacrifice myself?
No, I'm asking you to help me make a choice.
It does not want Millicent. It would
Okay,
not.
no.
She would not. It would not. There's no blood. There's no meat. It's a fucking golem.
You're safe. I'm gonna look over to Liam. Hey, so we just met, and I have the sneaking suspicion.
Man, if you would have just
you're
brought
probably
other people.
relatively.
If I would have what?
You're probably important, so I don't think we want to feed you. So, we
You
either
just
need to
met this
find
guy.
something to feed it, or I'm gonna kill one of those two.
They fucking draw blades. You are not killing us. We've known Liam for way longer than we've known you. You're new
That's why I
to
was
the
asking
kingdom.
him.
There has to be another way, Valraven. No.
The
gonna
sword
feed it.
in Mirren again says, "I can open the gate." In
You guys
Mirren,
wanna-
and the elf next to you leans in and says, "That sword is saying it can open it." And he says it in Elvish.
Yes, and then I say in Elvish, it wants a sacrifice, though.
Yes, we are not sacrificing ourselves to open a gate.
And then I say in Elvish, no, I do not want that either. There must be another way.
Choose. In Mirren, it says to Valraven. And it doesn't want to eat you because you're also not meat.
Ah,
Yeah, I
Don't you
see
have
the
meat
clicking. I see those thoughts in that mask.
Don't you have the meat inside of your cauldron?
Those are rashers.
that's not the kind of meat that it likes.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm gonna go do some hunting.
Oh, sir, you're not able to feed me right now?
Nope, I'm gonna take the fucking thing.
I
Let's do it.
unfortunately
Yep.
need a wisdom throw with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Or a kobold?
All
That's
right,
dead
well,
too.
Well,
I
maybe
rolled a
there's
2
one
and a
running
3.
around.
I don't want another kobold. I already had one.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
The sword's mouth gapes open, and fleshy, muscle-like tendrils shoot out at the two scouts and Liam. Liam, I need dexterity roll from you. Difficulty is a 15. Audience, I need d20 rolls. We have a +3 for dexterity. We need 15s. I need a d20 roll twice.
Are you doing again?
I got a 10.
Shit.
We have one advantage
God,
card. Would you like to
Blake
use that
just kills me
advantage? Would
in
you like to
player
use
versus
that
player.
advantage card, Liam?
Yes, I would.
Done.
If he
Serving
kills me
hands
this,
advantage
I'm
card.
going to murder Blake in every other game that we ever
Do
play.
it. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's a scout that's failed.
That's even worse. I'm going to murder you in real life.
All right, let's start with the scouts. The first roll from Star Drew is a 7. One scout, the flesh
fucking rolled like
flays
shit.
off of him, and the muscle flays off, and it pulls it in, and the bones follow in like just this unjointed, unnatural pattern as it sucks it in. What did the second one get? A 5. The second one is also pulled in as the sword like swells for a second. Liam, what was your second roll?
Well, I guess he's gonna have a third one because I also rolled a 5.
You're human,
Oh.
right?
Yep.
So you count, the one elf counts. The other elf is just gratis, extra fucking food. Pulls you in. With that said, it starts gutturally chanting in Mirren. Before I finish, Millicent, do you want to do anything as you just watch 3 people from your party get consumed by Valraven's ancient blade?
I'm sorry, Liam.
No, you're not. I hate you.
Is there anything that you would like to do before I the closeout? I didn't think I was gonna get to use this option.
No, I just stare Valraven down. I'm like, you have
So-
lots of explaining to do.
So staring, and it's in all honesty, really, those people don't need anything to Millicent either.
I mean, this is true. Oh yeah, I just think. Yeah, sorry. I think of Adam.
You
Yeah,
don't
you're
know
right, you're right.
any of these motherfuckers for more than a
But-
week.
But still, Millicent does reiterate, you have a lot of explaining to do, Valraven, not me.
So we're gonna quickly do this, and I'm gonna switch us to this, and then I will do a solo cam with Adam in a moment. But Valraven and Diana, Adam, can you take your headphones off? Hold on, I'm gonna switch to Adam so people can see it. This is Adam, by the way. He's in his mourning shroud. Okay.
I'm in
Right,
pure
I have to
darkness.
live with him. He's gonna be pissed off the
So-
rest of the night.
No,
So, as it opens, it starts just speaking in this wet. It keeps speaking in this wet, weird, underwaterish, echoey noise. The pedestal lights up, and you see these columns of words come out, and they explode into an astral globe. It spins, and it comes down in this one odd, pock-filled rock made of green, glows over the orb, and it opens. When this rock opens, it expands to the sides, all the way out to the pillars, and consumes the both of you. Both of you, after a few moments, feel lighter, almost weightless. As your eyes open and you're reformed, you're standing on this rocky, dusted ground. Moving your feet, the dust even kind of floats up. You're not wet, though. It is cold. In front of you, there is a large temple with a crescent moon and a maw on the inside of that crescent moon. At the front of it, there are 2 people standing with large lances, staring at the 2 of you on the moon.
Fuck yeah.
With that, Adam, can you put your headphones in? Adam, you were devoured inside of this endless, red, muscly, sinewy bloodscape. It is you, the kobold, the twisted queen, a human, or no, sorry, not a human, the two elves, an orc, and a mushroom person. All standing in this small space. It's just a red sea of like undulating muscle. The queen looks up and goes, "So we got you too."
Yes.
I have been trying to find a way to stop that blade for centuries.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm fucking done. Really? Good thing it's a fucking finale, Blake. You fucker. You fucker.
I'm gonna bring everybody up back onto the screen to end our season.
Pulled a Palmer! Motherfucker, you pulled a Palmer! I know where you live!
No, it's okay. It's Monday's show. Blake, you're kicked off. You don't
Now,
get to be with us
in
anymore.
Blake's defense, he had no
sweating.
idea what the sword did. He's just been
I'm
leaning
sweating.
into the hunger for the entire time.
Sweating.
With that, that is the end of season 1 of Breachers
Season
in
1?
Shadowdark. When we pick up season 2, we will be playing my adventure Choice of Life, which is on the moon for the second half of it.
That's what it is. We're on the fucking moon.
You are on the actual moon.
Blake and I went to the moon.
To the moon!
Thank you so much for joining us. We burned through so many cards this season. We are going to do a quick secret for leveling because everyone is going to get 1 level with the experience from tonight. We have a bunch of talent cards to roll for secret time.
It took so much time to build this character. I hate you.
It did. First off, it took
really
longer to find artwork than it did to make a character in Shadowdark.
This is accurate.
Does anyone have any parting words for our season besides "I fucking hate you, Blake"?
Wait, so Blake didn't know this, or did you?
He just knew that it was hungry. He knew nothing else.
I had an inkling that, I mean, the sword's obviously evil.
Oh,
and I had an inkling that Eric would use it to
100%.
totally fuck with me. But then I was like, nah, it's too good.
It's a chaotic evil sword.
I just want to point out, this entire show this season, Adam was incredibly helpful. He tried to befriend a druid, and the druid hated
You're not Thallus. You can't sit with us.
Hey,
You're not falling.
All I gotta say, Adam, is Thallus will always be remembered, and he can cook undead food now.
Accurate for the druid.
For the druid, yeah, sure, right.
It's a
Right.
personal thing.
Hey, and the roll was a 2, and that wasn't a 1, which means she didn't get there in time to join you on the moon. Which is really what I was hoping for, that sweet, just Polaris nexus of her showing up, you all leaving, the sword consuming. It would have been great. But
So they're all alive in the sword.
I mean, alive, dead. It's kind of vague. I saw you guys couldn't hear her. Don't worry. It was so loud when she yelled, I couldn't hear it.
I could hear her.
I think they meant before that when we were on the when you was talking about how we were on.
Yeah. When the two of you are on there, right? And you yelled immediately, like, what?
So what happened? Like they both ended up.
Yeah, they're both on the
there?
moon. They got consumed by the piece, and they are on the moon in this green, weird,
Took us to a
magical
portal.
energy. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We're going to be in secret time. It'll be short as we go through our leveling up and all that fun jazz. We will see you tomorrow with all 3 of these wonderful people,
Yeah.
along with Brianna or Utahime, who's joining us as we play
Yeah.
our first episode of Archiver. If you thought this was fucked up, oh, just wait.
Oh god.
If you were present for Death in Space, I promise you I'm bringing it back. Wave bye, everybody.
Good night, friends. Thanks for hanging out,
Sorry
everybody.
For yelling in your ear.
It's okay that Diana yelled. If you're watching this afterwards, I hope you enjoyed the season finale. If you're watching it live and you have a secret time shirt, join us over in the chat for a quick level update so you can bitch at us too. I know Diana is going to. If this is afterwards, there's going to be 2 things to click. We are almost at our 500 mark for subscribers. We really would love to hit that before the end of the year. If you have friends, family, dogs, cats, extra accounts, whatever, just hit the subscribe button. And then for everybody else, thank you for joining us for Breachers in Shadowdark. As popular as this show was, we will be bringing it back. Until then, everybody, oh, man, it's good to be the GM. Night, everyone.